Hello.
Oh,
Hey, is everybody here and ready? Minus maybe Darkness, who is listening but possibly doing something still.
Yes.
Cool.
Hello. For me?
Hello.
can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think it looks like there's lag on my screen, but maybe you guys can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a little bit of
Yeah.
webcam lag, but your audio is fine.
Yeah.
That's good.
So,
Oh,
last session, you guys explored the blue fire location on the Kuatoan map that you have of the Dark Lake. Turned out to be a heavily fortified, like cliffside structure with lots of blue fire. Bard and Darkness snuck into the Temple of Seven while the rest of the party and allies launched an attack on the temple's defense and stole a boat in the process. The party's now come into possession of a very powerful and mysterious book that was recovered from the Temple of Seven, and it relates to Vecna becoming the first Lich and the 7 powerful casters who sacrificed themselves to make Vecna the first Lich on their path to godhood. While stealing the boat, Kip had a very strange and impactful interaction with a figure who looked a lot like him, spoke in a similar way, and used elemental magic in a similar way as well. At the end of it, this character held off the rest of his elven allies and allowed the party to escape. When we left off, you guys were sailing away. Kip had begun to explain that this figure was his father, leading the elves at the Blue Fire location, and you all realized that Bard was no longer on the boat.
Right. Sus.
yeah.
So, where are we going now?
Does anyone know how to drive a boat?
Hello, Bard.
I don't know. We got. Can I roll to see if I would have had any experience with boats, being from a port town,
I mean,
or
I
like,
think,
is that a roll, or like?
I think you would have, and I can just explain sort of how the boat works because it is a rowboat, fairly straightforward.
Fairly straightforward. It
Oh
needs
yeah. Okay.
coordination.
Yeah.
So there's 6 total oars, and the boat speed is double the amount of oars manned on for squares on the map. So if 2 people are rowing, you can go 4 squares in an hour. If all 6 are being rowed, then you can go 12 squares in an hour.
And do we need to go like quiet or fast, or is it always quiet? Like, can we put out the fire and be quiet, or?
Yeah, you can put out the fire, and it's without with the fire off, it'd be just as stealthy as the rafts. It's not
Cool.
any louder. And 12 squares is normal pace. So at full pace, you guys would be able to go 18 squares in an hour.
18 squares an hour.
Much faster. And those are the squares on the bigger map.
Oh. Okay.
So Kip was explaining that his dad, he was speaking to him back at the Blue Fire location, the Temple of Seven, and his dad told him to meet at a place called the Chew and Crunch Diner, which is on the Dark Lake.
So I guess that's probably where we're headed, huh?
First, I think we need to know what our agenda is. I mean, yeah, he's my dad or Kip's dad, but what should we try to do with that now? Or what is he trying to do with me now?
Well,
I mean,
he's an elf, right? A high command general elf. The elves do not like me very much, and from what you've said, the elves do not like you very much.
They like
Um,
us less than you, for what it's worth.
Well, maybe, maybe not. You don't know what I've done.
Your
Uh,
vigilante days made you reckless to the elves.
I mean, I don't live there anymore.
Have you laid siege to one of their laboratories? Because we burned that effort. We didn't burn it, but we destroyed pretty much everything.
Yeah. Did you go to an interdimensional space and blow that up?
Okay, that sounds a bit more war crimey than what I've done. But I'd say that is risky. I think that we have a couple other options. We can either try and go to Inside Safe, which is a place that I know. They are Kuatoan that I have met before. They call me Brightness, but that's another subject. Anyway, we could go there, or my best guess for where this diner is Mouth Hunger. Not only because it's close to Boat Gate, which is the Elven gate, like for the lake, it's close to there, but it's also the only place that has to deal with like food on the map.
Okay. Probably a guess. He didn't give me like any time frame or anything. Like he just said, "Meet me there." Like, was that for meet me there for dinner? Meet me there for breakfast? Meet me there in a week's time? Like, come on, Dad. Could have been a little more specific here.
He's also said meet you there, but is he gonna let us keep this boat that we have conquested from them? This is a
Is it just
This is
gonna be
a-
a trap for you?
yeah. They're elves.
I mean, to be honest, this is literally the first time I've ever seen the guy.
And
Kind of did like a little ditch and run with my mom.
You're better without parents, Kit. I've never had parents, and look
You're
at me.
telling me.
Look at me. I've turned out just fine.
yeah, I'll be honest. In the orc tribe that I'm in, you kind of, once you're born, you're just part of the younglings group. You don't really have exact parents, so as long as people are taking care of you, you don't really need them, I feel like.
Does that mean like you're kind of like my tribe?
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Kip smiles at that.
So it's up to you guys. What do you guys think? Inside Safe for more information on how to maybe get back to where we started in the halls of Vecna, or sneak up on Mouth Hunger to see if it's the actual diner and meet Kip's dad.
I think we should go through the boat and take inventory of what we have.
That's a great idea. Let's check out this boat. There's stuff below. Is there things below dock? Like, is it a multi-stage raft,
Yeah.
or is it?
There isn't really like a below deck that you could stand in, but there is a hole with storage.
Oh yeah, let's rummage this place.
Yeah, there's also some crates and stuff on the deck as well.
But like,
Using detect magic, I will go to where I think someone is.
You're casting detect magic?
I did it at the very end of the last session.
yeah.
I think I sent you something on that, didn't I?
I think you did.
Let me look.
Would it still be up though, since it was? How long does detect magic last?
10 minutes for concentration. Oh wait, is she? I just saw the thing. So is she not interesting? Okay. Okay, I'll just nod and I'll just sit by the edge of the boat.
I'm definitely helping pulling stuff up.
Bard. Somehow I don't have a token for this. I really wish I did. But you are swimming up and able to see the bottom of the boat.
Did you my message? Whatever is about to happen?
Cutting in and out. I don't
You're
know if
cutting in
anyone
and
else.
out. It
Yeah.
sounded like you said, "Did you read my message before everything is about to happen?" But
Yes, that is what I.
okay. Very exciting.
I am too.
I want treasure.
What was that diner called?
Was what? It's the Chew and Crunch diner. Oh, you already.
Wonder what kind of food they make there. Darkness belly grumbles at the thought of food,
Nothing but fish.
even though he doesn't need to eat. Anyway, he just likes the taste, you know.
Food connoisseur.
While we're waiting, I want to take a quick thing. Who feels they're the most confident on the cannons? I'm terrible with ranged weaponry.
I feel like I'd be good on cannons. Plus, bringing them up and dealing with the weight and everything.
I feel like I'm all right on cannons. I can't really load them.
I would probably not do well with a cannon.
Did everybody see the stats?
Yeah, this fucking crazy.
Again. It was like 8d10. Yeah, 8d10.
I can't believe you took two of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
That's insane. Rage.
Is it
Rage is so good.
Is it a dex check to use a cannon? Like a dex?
It's not dex.
Or is it
Well,
just a flat roll
It's
and
just-
plus
yeah,
6
it's
to
just
hit?
your
plus
dex
6.
modifier is applied if you're proficient in ranged weapons.
Cannon. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, because the cannons themselves, it's just 3 actions to shoot, basically.
Right.
Whoever's
full
doing the
action.
fire action would want to be good at ranged weapons.
I
and
would
so
probably.
Definitely would be good on this.
Not me. I thought I was proficient in range. I'm not.
I would have a +10 to hit.
Jeez.
Well, Kip's getting pretty thick, so he can pick up cannonballs pretty good.
Wait,
Dumbbell style.
would it be proficiency and dex plus the +6? Or is it just dex?
No, it'd be plus the +6 as well.
Jesus.
I think. Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, these aren't toys. These are real freaking weapons.
Yeah.
Oh.
The only if they didn't take 3 turns to use.
Yeah.
You can have somebody like pick up the cannonball, put it in, turn it, and so if 3 people were there, they could shoot 1 cannonball, right? Does it have to be done by 1 person?
The firing of it.
Yeah. Like the loading and everything?
Yeah, each step has to be done by either it's separate person or it takes a turn for each step as an action.
What Kip's saying is if there's 3 people, it could fire every round hypothetically.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what the
Just
elves
like we
do.
did in the those big ol'
The ballista thing.
crossbows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ballistas.
Well, another question: do they have wheels, and can we move them and position them differently on the bow?
They do have wheels. They're attached with ropes to the sides
Yeah,
of the boat, so that
sure.
when they fire, they don't roll backwards.
Sure.
They have some aiming potential in the general direction that they're pointed, but you'd have to detach them, and they're kind of a bitch to move, but they are movable.
I can move them.
All right, so you guys are gonna rummage through stuff. In the hull of the ship, there is an entire extra set of oars, so 6 more, an extra anchor, as well as 1,000 feet of rope, 3 large nets, and an empty barrel.
Barrel. We should put the barrel in the cloak. and actually keep one. Maybe this one won't break.
Also in the hole are 3 small crates. You're able to easily open these up. They're not locked or anything. They contain 40 loaves, 20 each, of elven bread. There's also 3 sacks of blue cap grain down here.
Blue cap
Their
like the
provision.
mushroom?
Yeah.
Isn't that the ones that light up?
No,
They're
I-
also
Oh,
they're also turned into grain.
the blue undercat. I have some of that blue
Yeah.
undercat grain. I think I took some of that somewhere.
On the deck of the ship, there are 2 backpacks. Each one has an adventurer's kit inside, and there is 1 dagger in one of the bags. There's also a barrel full of squidlets. These are like seafood.
Oh,
They're small squid-like creatures that have varying numbers of tentacles and eyes on each of them.
a delicacy.
And that there's also 4 crates on the deck of the ship. Each one has 15 cannonballs.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I was gonna ask. How much ammo do we have?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And I will post all of this on the general chat.
Do adventure.
You know, I'm not wearing a backpack currently. Could use one of those.
Yeah, we should. Okay, Grogmere, I know we have a lot of food now, but this has to last us. I know I'm on you about this a lot. I just want you to understand how important it is that we all need to eat.
So Krogmer actually doesn't notice the dagger amongst all of the stuff. And he still has basically just the skeletal remains of the leg of that elven mage that he was eating. And he's just going to take the thigh bone and snap it across his leg and then start sharpening one end of it with his teeth. Basically making a little improvised bone dagger.
If you want food, Grogmat, you can just fish off the side of the boat. There's so much fish, and you can eat as much as you want, really.
I'll also pick up the dagger and just kind of set it next to him. If you want a second one, I guess. Here you go, bud.
I should probably check that in case, it's magical of some kind.
Okay. I'll hand it to you. I'll pick it back up.
If we have time, I'll just do detect magic. Sorry, I still have detect magic up. I'll look at the dagger.
The one from the boat.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, have at it, Grogmere.
So Grogmere is going to take that dagger as well as the bone dagger he started working on and continue working on that as well.
Oh, did that wizard have a staff? Because a couple of them did, and then the guy we threw in the torch.
I did kick back the staff, so it's probably somewhere around Kip.
Staff.
One of
Yeah.
the wizards I disarmed with one of my superiority dice and then kicked the staff back.
Oh, cool.
Does anybody know who has the map right now? I think I do, probably.
The map of the Dark Lake?
Yeah, yeah.
I would assume I do, or Lily.
I don't
Yeah,
have it.
it's either you have it or it's in the cloak.
I
think
don't
I
think it's
probably
in the
have
cloak
it.
right now. I think Bard has it.
That reminds me, Stin, I need my sending stone back.
Oh, shoot. Fumbles around and grabs that. The purple one. Oh, wait, no, the yellow one. Here you go.
The pink one.
Oh, it's
Yes.
the pink
So
one.
One.
It was pink. Oh.
Yep.
My bad.
Thank you.
So without Bard, we don't really know where we're going.
Well, I have a general idea.
Yeah, you can,
Okay.
you'd have a general idea.
I
Your
think
you're rowing in the right direction. I assume Corval, Lily, you guys are still rowing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
once
the
we got
right
enough
direction
pulse
to where?
sleep.
Which direction are we rowing
So,
right now?
Kip, this is your call. Do you want to see your dad?
Well, to be honest, I don't really want to see him. I mean, I do, like deep down I do, but he kind of abandoned me and created this whole mess. And if I'm not mistaken, he also is very much a part of keeping Shanti in jail and in prison. Like, what if he could actually help us somehow with that, removing the curse?
Is he like an elven general?
I mean, he probably knows what's going on, right? He seems pretty high up. I mean, if he has my powers, he has to be doggone good at something.
Who's the only one there really casting spells?
True.
I'm confused. Are you want to go there to negotiate, or do you just want to ignore him and keep going?
Oh, I want to see him. I want to see him.
Okay.
Just don't know what to do with him. Do I kill him? Do I talk to him? Do we like him?
I don't know if he's going to be alone. You didn't discuss the terms when you two were talking, did you?
No, nothing. Just said, meet me at the diner. And that was it.
Do we have any disguises?
I do have disguised self. Can look like someone else. I might even be able to talk to him like that. If
That
he
is
doesn't
actually so. A plan that I'm thinking of is we all get like some robes or hoods or something. The people who are rowing on the oars have hoods and mask their face somehow. Maybe we find some mud and rub mud on our face, whatever. So we're unrecognizable. And you, as the ship's captain, use disguise self to try and either get in the diner to talk, and while we're just kind of hanging out. This is also useful for when we go, if we're going to head back the way we came, we're going to have to head through the gate that we kind of caused all the mess in. We're going to have to
Kinda
need a
just blew
disguise to get
through.
past there, yeah.
I've never actually asked this. Does the Cloak of the Void have a hood on it? Or is it just a... I have no idea.
Yes, at least in the art for it, it does.
What?
In the art for the thing, it does. So yeah, it's a
Oh,
hooded cloak.
okay.
I think don't cloaks by definition have hoods? Or
Not
is that,
well.
or is it just?
I guess it would be a cape if it
Yeah.
did not have a hood.
Yeah, it has a.
Okay, so I can just flip up my cloak hood. So
Did we find uniforms down below?
Well, we do have sacks of grain.
Hey,
We
bro,
could,
wear sackcloths like me.
yeah, we could put a sack on our head and cut eye holes out.
Oh, you're like my slaves, my prisoners.
Uh,
Like that.
no.
we could use
So-
different language.
It's a great disguise. That's what everyone else is doing. That's what all the elves are doing.
It's not
So-
bad.
It's
Kip
actually
and
kind of a brilliant idea.
Kip and Darkness are like immediately interrupted by an explosion of water in front of the boat, like massive.
Damn it.
Corval, Lily, and Sin, you guys all see a 30-foot shark jump out of the water,
What?
flying straight at the boat.
What?
Oh,
Can I visibly see it?
It's literally like flying through the air, and a moment before it smashes into the boat,
No.
it polymorphs back into Bard.
Shit.
Oh my gosh.
Darkness definitely
I'm
didn't
applauding.
squeal like a little girl as it was
Yeah,
approaching.
neither did Kip.
What an
Bart,
entrance!
what the
huh?
hell? What did you? How did
You
you
guys-
do?
I've wanted to show off my 4th level spells.
That that's what you disappeared so you could show off being a shark, scare the shit out of us, and just
That's
land
one way
on
to
the boat?
do it.
Well,
No,
mission
I
accomplished at
turned
that
into
point.
the shark so I could catch up over like how long the hours I've been gone.
Okay.
Yeah, also,
Why?
can we
I
talk
thought you
about
were
that real
on the
quick?
boat. When did you leave? Why did you leave?
Well, as Kip started explaining what happened to him, he just kept saying my dad. And he didn't even look for me to tell me what was going on. And I realized that if I wanted a straight answer, that Kip wasn't going to give it to me.
Ignore that. Just ignore it. Everything is fine.
I guess he is your dad too.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Finn's gonna
I'd-
take a step back a little bit, give him some space.
Hard. I'm sorry. I just got caught up in the moment. I totally forgot.
I know.
What did you find out?
A lot, actually. I don't know if maybe he was lying in order to convince me, or doing some kind of brain games or something. But he worships Shanti,
No way.
and
What?
I think he's a double agent.
No.
He's pretending to serve Adrax. Well, I mean, I think that he's, being subversive. But they also want the book back.
I don't mean to kind of interrupt this, but I think I was gonna ask this before. But who's Adrax?
He's
Ajax
the-
is the
Oh
elven-
yeah, we probably
He's
talk
the-
about that, huh?
He's the Elven King who has
No.
been running around.
I know.
I
Darkness
think you're
doesn't
due
know.
for
No,
Yeah.
Darkness would know. He's,
Oh, would
he's
he?
been running. He's been
No.
running
So
around.
many times.
No,
I
no,
know that
here's the thing,
Adrax is
God,
the one who
we've-
captured Vecna.
We've kept telling him we'll tell him later. I think now is a good time to catch him up on what's happened.
Well,
Yeah,
Adrax
we've
from
literally pushed off every conversation that Darkness has brought up. We'll tell you later.
Adrax
I think we've
from
given him
your
a
guys'
general,
perspective. But
I think we've given him a
being in
general
Undraka,
idea, but
being in Undraka, Darkness has an idea of who Adrax
Okay,
is. He's the
okay.
king of the elves, and he's been going around saying he killed your god. So
If I remember, you were always saying too that you just never believed that.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Maybe,
I mean, I
maybe
don't
you
know
just
that he's
didn't
dead.
put. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess because I don't think Darkness has ever seen Adrax.
No.
Since he's been in the poor part of, if there even is one, of the Elven city and stuff like that.
You
So he's
wouldn't have
skirted
seen him.
around. He's had little information. So.
Yeah, he's got Adrax has a PR team down here though. You know who he is.
Okay. I know of him.
It would be really hard to be in Undraka and not know who Adrax is.
Okay. Well then,
But
I'm not
Number
giving
one,
him that book back.
yeah, I think that's a good idea, because I think that Adrax, what I gleaned from listening into conversations,
Okay.
Adrax probably wants to become a lich
Yeah.
or something with lichdom. But,
I imagine he has 7 mages.
He has
So-
one for sure. Dumbledore.
yeah.
Right.
Unless
Well, all of the
Dumbledore is trying
mages-
to use him to become. I feel like Dumbledore would be crazy enough to try to use Adrax to become a lich himself.
He's arrogant enough for sure.
Yeah.
It's certainly possible. But Yeah, so Clefford, like,
Who?
that's his name.
Lefford?
Our dad. Yeah.
Darkness will bust out laughing. What a stupid
Bard,
name!
Bard chuckles in the way that if she wasn't like so upset, she would have found it like super super funny. So it's like one of those like
Imagine we're gonna have to walk up to him and say,
Clifford the
"Listen
big
here,
red dog.
listen here, Clefford."
No.
Clefford's a big orange elf.
Oh my god.
Clifford the big.
He's not very big.
I don't know, but I think we need to talk to him. I need to talk to him. I need to understand what he's doing.
Well,
Because he was lying to the others about what happened. He was like keeping information from Adrax. Even like after he thought I was gone.
oh.
Okay, so what
Well,
if we
I
go-
imagine that he is going to be killed if they find out that the book was stolen from them. I'm sure his
why he
job
wants it
was
back.
defending the book.
I
he was sleeping
I
there.
mean him and a cohort who seemed to also be a worshiper of Shanti specifically said that. that Clefford is gonna take the fall for this.
Well, I mean, I don't want your guys' dad to die, but this is my god's book. This is
Can I see
holy.
the
This is a
book?
holy relic. Yeah. Let me. There was
I mean-
something I wanted to do to it. Let me. And then
Oh.
Darkness will fumble around.
I believe it's sitting on the deck. It was flopped
So
out of the
yeah.
condom.
So at the I wasn't sure if that was like canon or not. I guess because I said it right at the end. But yeah,
Yeah.
he'll take the condom and put it on the boat now.
Do I see writing on the book?
There is no writing on the outside of the book.
So it's like green and like locked up, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you all this. Maybe you guys can help me. On a check. I want to know if casting Dispel Magic could help me look inside, or will ruin the book entirely.
I could roll Arcana.
Yeah. Can you check this out for me?
Sure, you want to give me some help?
Yeah, I'll help you with that. I'm pretty bad at that myself. I'm not the smartest.
Nat fucking 20.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's a 20 and a 19 on the dice.
First
Alrighty,
rolls.
folks.
Ugh.
This is either going to be a great rolling day for me or the worst one of my
That's the
life.
last one.
Well, I'm glad to
So,
confirm Bard
that's
knows
one exam-
cursed things. That seems to be your expertise.
Oh, we could have
Yeah.
gone to Falth the
That's true.
car. Damn it.
So first of all, casting Dispel Magic at its normal third level is definitely not going to be enough
right.
to unlock it. And depending on what level you cast it at, it could unlock the book. It could also completely dispel the book's power itself.
Well, with a nat 20, does Bard know if it's a curse or like a magic enchantment? Like specifically if it's a curse? Like, can we take it to Falth the car?
It's not cursed.
Okay. Well, and I prayed to Vecna, and I heard booming in my ears.
Are you sure
Yeah,
it
in
wasn't
it-
Bard coming out of the water?
No. This was back in the temple.
Maybe I was casting thaumaturgy.
Well, if you were, that's fucked up. They said the souls of the seven are bound within sacred skulls. Assemble the seven, and the knowledge of Listum will be revealed to you in this book. So it seems like to open the book, you would need the seven skulls of the mages who sacrificed themselves to make Vecna a lich. I
Can
imagine.
I roll insight again on that once
Yeah.
I hear that?
Yeah.
Can I do it with
Yeah,
advantage?
his eyes go
Sure.
kind of wide when he hears that. He goes really awkwardly still.
I'm worried about.
No
Don't
way.
tell me
Oh,
you
shot.
I literally just got another 20 and 19.
Holy shit.
God.
Holy
Like,
shit.
swapped the dice.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what those skulls are.
Kip, do you still have that blue skull?
Oh no.
I guess the cat's out of the bag now. Yep. Kip then goes like rummaging around in his bag and produces a faintly glowing blue skull backpack. Are you talking about this little skull?
Yeah. Is like anything happening to it?
No, it's just faintly glowing.
Well, there were 7 altars at the place. I'm wondering if it's tied to the place, or if it's not, then we need to create like our own unlocking circle or something. I don't know. If those
Well-
pedestals were set up like that for a reason.
I feel like we're gonna have to go back.
I don't want to go back.
We're gonna have to find the rest of the skulls if we're gonna complete the ritual.
Either go back or figure out how to remake the ritual.
We have too much to do.
Well, if we're getting all these skulls, that's
I don't want to be on the lake anymore. It's wet and cold.
I
I
mean-
mean, I don't feel cold, but it's wet.
The
you
skulls
are
that we
cold.
got were in the material world. They were like they weren't in Untraka.
Yeah, they could be anywhere.
We have 2 of them by chance.
You have 2 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, we have 2 of them.
When we found
Those
them
are
in the same,
sacred relics of Vecna.
we found them in the same cave by a hoarder.
By a hoarder.
A guy who
Yeah, I
just
found
hoarded,
mine
or
in a mine
not a guy,
cart.
an owl bear who hoarded things.
Yeah, I found mine just lying about in a minecart of this like of the blue stuff.
Azurite.
Crystals.
Azurite?
Azurite. Azurite? Oh, it was a cave full of azurite. We need that to build the machine, don't we?
We have enough to build the mission.
Okay, good.
I think that we need to go talk to Clifford. I think that
How do you
we
suggest
should keep
we do that?
I think that we should keep the book far, far away.
Okay, I have an idea.
And I think that maybe I mean, me and Kip definitely, I think, would make sense.
I think whole party should go on the boat, but maybe you guys just go inside.
Well, remember, we have the small
Well,
rowboat, so we could be nearby.
That's true.
Yeah.
So here's my thought.
But I think
is,
that wherever the book is, it should be far away.
We could
I don't
leave
even
it
think
at
we should go.
the place darkness. You spoke about where they call you brightness.
Yeah.
Oh, also, the diner is in Malfunker.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
You guys, if we take the book away, that means, I mean, Bard, our dad is gonna take the fall. Are we really gonna turn
I
him
know,
in like that?
No, we're gonna go find out what's happening. But I also don't.
Crazy idea.
I'm suspicious that it might be a trap.
What if you gave him one skull? I know this is insane. We don't want to lose them, but in my head it's like he lost the book, but he somehow found one of the skulls needed for it. Maybe that could buy him time.
Well,
We would
I
lose that
imagine-
skull, though.
I don't know if it's a great idea
Yeah.
if he wouldn't even know that we have the skulls.
if Ajax
I
has
think
all the
that-
power in the world, I think that he would already know the secrets of Lichdom, maybe. Or not. I don't know.
And he's also been in my brain. Like, I don't know. He might know a lot more than we
Oh.
think he does.
Could be
Bard,
listening.
what if Clifford needed to pursue us on the material plane? Because he knows that we took the book and he's chasing us, so he'll follow us to the material plane.
Well, that's why I want to.
Yeah, but he can't be hurt
Right.
by Adrax if he's with us, right?
I don't know. It's possible he could.
And if he
Adrax is really powerful.
if he worships Shanti, then he would want to help, right?
That's what I want to go to find out, but I don't want him to have any leverage.
Time for him to blow his cover is what I'm saying. I think it's time for him to drop the ruse and just start working with us.
So
I
as soon as Corval says that, in the center of the boat above where the hull opens up, the fabric of reality is split vertically and opens
Oh, no.
into the shape of a square door. And
Mention
out from
door.
the door steps a figure cloaked in black leather with a plague doctor's mask on.
What
He has a
light's
hook
coming?
staff. He has a hook
How
staff
far away
with
is
a.
it?
It's literally like right in the middle of the boat.
Yep, is
It's
this your
Mega
friend?
Man.
What color's coming from the door?
It's red.
Okay.
Wait, doesn't someone have magic to stop portals?
I think we should just let him in. I don't think we could really do anything if we wanted, and if we did, I feel like it would be a really, 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 really bad idea.
I defer to you. I
Darkness,
don't know
pick up that
magic
book.
that well.
Darkness, pick up
He
that.
he motions to Lily, and asks, "Would you care for a cup of tea?"
Really, I would go with him.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
YOLO.
Can we all join?
Lily steps through the doorway, and without acknowledging you at all, Sin, he follows. The door closes, and the portal with it.
Well then. Guess that makes two of us, eh?
I hope she doesn't take a feather from that bird.
Bye.
Is she wearing the
Wonder if we're
cloak?
gonna have-
He is.
Sure.
No,
He is.
no.
Oh,
He has
no.
everything.
We're without the cloak.
That's literally the bank has left.
Yeah. I still have some pocket change.
I reach in my
Holy
pocket. I got
shit.
some gold.
I
What's
didn't put anything in the cloak of mine.
Everything I like need is on me, but
Lily,
Yeah.
everyone's talking about how you have the cloak.
Oh no.
So
I
funny.
forgot. I can't preemptively leave that. I can't like.
no. Fuck.
No.
No, it's
No.
one session without the cloak.
No,
We'll
we're
survive.
fine.
Don't
We're
worry,
fine.
Lily.
We're fine. We're fine. We're not really losing.
We have
anything.
condoms. It's fine.
We're really
Exactly.
Not,
We
we're,
have everything we need.
the most we're losing is 1,000 gold.
Okay, I'll
So,
try to-
Barnabas, I think that means you're free now.
Barnabas would like chuckle to himself and then just be like, yeah, not much more free on a boat in the middle of the dark lake, am I?
Yeah. Astute observation, Barnabas.
So are we rowing to mouth hunger then?
I guess
That's what
so.
we're making our
Yeah.
way. We'll probably talk about it
Where
on
are
the
we
way.
keeping the boat? Or not the boat. Or also, where are we keeping the boat and the book?
Well,
we don't even really have a plan yet.
I think I need Bard's help. Let's get this. I don't think we can do anything with the book. I need you to mage hand the book back into the condom if you could.
Put it
And I like
into your
hold
Will
up
backpack,
the
do.
condom.
and then put the condom in your backpack until we figure
Yeah.
out what we can.
Yeah, so the mage hand is successful, and it like takes you a second to fiddle with the edges of the condom without burning yourself on the book. But
Yeah.
you do eventually get it in.
What a delicate.
By the way, Kip, as we're taking this boat ride, I was hoping you could show me something.
Oh?
I've seen you you change your appearance. I was just hoping to if you could show me the hand gestures for that. It looks interesting.
Well, I mean, you kind of just go like this, and Kip touches the top of his head, and then throws his arms down super quick all the way down to the ground, and all of a sudden his hair is black. He's wearing some strange looking garb, military, some random military that he's seen, and his ears go away.
So I want to try and mimic his actions. How close am I in like mirroring his movements?
Roll performance.
Oh, good. Oh, that's a 22.
Jesus. Yeah, you're like spot on. Your movements are like even slightly crisper than Kip's.
Wow. Okay.
That's awesome. I mean, I
It's-
can't do anything
yeah.
with it. It's just I've always like been curious about magic. I heard about it, but I've never like tried it.
Yeah, you kind of just gotta feel it, you know?
All right, I'll try and feel it. Seems cool.
You could also pray to your god.
I do, but I
Yeah,
mean,
while you
Kip
do
does
it.
so much more than I can. Like I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Kip goes up to Bard and is like, "Hey, just so you know, that was pretty shitty. I don't even know what came over me. It was like I was a different person almost. Never seen Dad like that, or I've never seen Dad ever.
Neither have I. And I want, you know, you like grabbed me and you said like trust me, and I want to, but you haven't done many things that feel very trustworthy lately. That's something that's
Kinda
built.
got
You
me.
can't just ask people for it.
I don't know what's been coming over me. I feel like there's, no offense, darkness, but just darkness here.
Yeah, this is a weird place. For sure.
I just want to know. I just want you to know that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I want to figure this out together, but we have to act like a team.
Can you disguise yourself at all? Still have that?
I can be invisible. Well, actually, not really anymore. I'm fresh out of spells.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And we don't have any time frame of when he said to meet us there.
I was thinking we could sleep.
He might have said something to me. Let me try and remember.
He didn't give you a time frame, but you overheard him talking to his accomplice. And he said to give him a day. So you can imagine, like, the next 24 hours, he'll be at about the diner location.
Okay.
Well, we need to rest as well.
Yeah.
Which would be
Yes,
nice.
please.
I'm wondering where the best place to do it is. If the diner is a elven diner, we should probably not hook up our boat and rest there.
I mean, we're literally on a boat. Can't
yeah, we
just,
can.
like, drop anchor and sleep
What
below?
well, there is no below deck. There's like a hole in a hull. Could we sleep down there? God, is there enough
yes.
room?
Yes.
We can?
You
Oh,
You can
okay.
lay down there, yeah.
Okay.
It's
Well,
just not like standing space. Like, it's not a room.
okay.
but it
I was
is-
worried about the whatever the things were coming to attack us if we tried to sleep in the open cave air again.
Well,
you know,
I
Wanna
also have
barricade it.
tiny hut now.
You do have we could tiny hut on the boat. Oh,
Ah.
that's actually a fantastic idea.
And
Wait, do you
Grogmere
have
and
the
I
spell
could,
for
like,
that?
slowly row us
Yeah.
if we needed to.
And it's a ritual.
Oh, perfect. Well, then we should do that. We should get you see that rock formation that's like it's like a V?
This one here.
Yeah. Should
Kind
we
of looks
like
like Pac-Man with a growth.
yeah, do you think we should like kind of anchor our boat in that cove? It's kind of hidden off the path of everyone else.
That's a
seems-
good idea.
I mean,
Okay, let's do that.
can we? How far away from mouth hunger are we?
1, 2.
Full speed, like an hour or 2 hours if you are going
Yeah.
normal speed.
2 hours.
Oh, very close. Okay. Then yeah, let's do that. Well, do we want to get farther away from Bluefire?
Yes.
we could go all the way to Inside Safe first, rest there on our boat, and talk to the fish people.
Oh yeah, we can go visit your worshippers.
That would
Okay.
make sense
Let's do
to
that.
me.
Maybe you can show off your brightness again.
Darkness will turn around and face away from everyone.
Oh, I think it's kind of cool.
He'll also call down Children of the Night.
A what?
What is that? You have
That's
two that are similar.
it's the it's the bats.
Okay.
It's the vampire one.
So it's a D4 for the amount of bats and a D4 for how long they take, even though it's really going to be like at most 30 seconds.
2 bats, 2 rounds, so like a minute, right? Something like that.
2 rounds would be 12 seconds.
12 seconds.
Yeah, he's gonna call them down and pray to Vecna as he does.
After like 10 seconds, Kip's gonna lean over to Bard and is like, "So do they just stay there forever? Why do you only call down 2?"
I don't know. Because he's a vampire?
By the time you say that, I think the bats just
Yeah.
disappear. Oh, never mind. Kip like leans in really close and whispers, "He's not really good at that."
Yeah, he just found out he was a vampire, so maybe he like needs to practice or something.
Yeah, maybe we could cut him some slack, I guess.
Have I like read anything about vampires?
You can roll a history check.
I would love to. Kip, you want to help me? You ever read any
I'd love to
comics
help
about
you.
vampires?
I think I have. Actually, I'm pretty sure Captain Paladin had a whole series on vampires.
Is that okay?
That's gonna be a 9.
Oh, I meant help me with advantage, but that's
yeah.
fine.
Oh,
I got a 2 on the dice, so.
with advantage?
Oh no. Okay. That's gonna be a history, you said?
Yeah.
12.
I don't think I even know what it means to be a vampire. I've just been like this.
I guess you kind of did learn like an hour ago or 2.
So, does dad mean like the person who like boinked in order to make you happen, or is dad like a vampire term for like the person who made you a vampire?
Well, my 3 moms
Also,
left
how do
me
you
as a kid,
reproduce?
so I don't know.
How do vampires reproduce? That's a great question, Bard.
That's what I'm asking. How do you have a dad who's a vampire? Does that mean like you had your dad who was like normal, then he got turned into a vampire after he had you, and then,
Bit you?
you know.
Does that make me am I a prince?
Was your dad a king?
Isn't that what Felf Dakar said? I can't remember. One
Is it?
sec.
Yeah, you're royalty.
Hey, welcome to the
Okay.
club.
I have no concept of
He's a
that.
count. He's the ruler of Vancia.
So darkness. Did you want to navigate along the dotted paths on the map to get to Inside Safe?
So
Hey, Darkness, do you know how old you are?
I mean, Andraka is different than the where you were from, I think, but I think I'm about 50.
Did you like? Do you remember being a child?
I grew up in the Elven city here in Andraka.
Hmm.
Um I am yeah, we'll just go along the dotted path. I'm worried that it's gonna be filled with other boats and elves, but I don't think anyone's going down to Inside Safe anytime soon, unless it was raided
Way to find
and
out.
it was destroyed. That would be mighty unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, let's put out all the torches, actually.
Yeah. You get to see me in all my glory. This is where I've been sleeping recently. I just had hernia surgery yesterday.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yep. I can't lay down.
D&D rests for no surgery.
No, it's actually nice. This is a good distraction.
Is this the same place we went for the whole Deep Mother thing?
No, different Kuatoan
Okay.
village.
All right.
You think these Kuatoan know darkness as, brightness? Brightness?
Pretty sure this is where I was when I left the Elven City. This is where I took refuge.
Ah,
So
so
This
they know
like
you.
OG brightness.
darkness. This Kuatoan village is sort of housed in a large, like, semi cave. Like it's like a half dome that's just like cut into the side of a cliff. Generally gives it kind of a vibe of being inside.
You're right. Okay.
As you approach, though, around the moment when torchlights and other sources of light should be coming into view, there is no light, and the cove appears to have collapsed on top of literally the whole village.
No.
Oh! Is this what your village is supposed to look like?
It's not my village, Kip. No.
Wait,
It was a
you're kind of
dome.
the god there, aren't you? Doesn't that make it by default your village?
The Kuatoan have lots of gods that they worship willy-nilly.
Oh.
If I
You-
was the last god they worshiped, then
You're just one of
they
their
would
god
have
flings.
forsaken me probably. But there
You're
was
like-
there was a follower at the other village we went to, so I'm sure some of them
He
escaped.
was the only one that lived.
Oh no.
Oh
Right.
shit.
I'm gonna kind of like step out and kind of like, I mean, I'll do an investigation check if anyone else
Can
wants
I-
to or
can
give
I
me
help him
help.
to try to
Are you gonna, like-
understand what like made this
I want
collapse?
to, yeah, I want to know if if it looks natural or
Yeah.
like,
So you guys are gonna like dock the boat and
yeah, yeah. I mean, does it look safe?
Yeah.
Like, should we do perception first? Yeah, perception first.
Yeah.
Bard.
it has a muddy shore. It's pretty clear from
Okay,
where
Oh,
you
good.
guys
yeah,
are.
put the nat 20.
Oh,
That's
What
right,
do we
baby.
see? What do we see?
Just from the boat.
Docked boat.
Pull this up. What's with the rules today?
Yeah, no kidding.
it's
I
the
know. Wow.
non-combat. It's the non-combat sessions.
Classic.
Good nat 20s on everything.
Lore masters.
God, I love
Loss.
So who's moving to the shore then?
I'll move to the shore.
Me.
Oh, there's definitely, or there was people here. I think there's a little blood pool coming over there on the stones, and Kip points in the direction of the obviously crushed thing.
No.
I'm gonna start ritual casting Tiny Hut just in case.
Takes like 10
Sorry,
minutes, right?
darkness.
Stay with,
No.
in case someone tries to disrupt Bart's concentration. I'll be on hand.
Yeah, and I want to do it on the shore,
I
not the
cast
boat.
Spare the Dying on the Kuaton who was crushed.
I'll be up with darkness.
Kip walks up to darkness and doesn't quite put his hand on his shoulder, but kind of hovers there a little bit, like as if he's going to, and then drops his hand and is like, "Darkness, I know this is kind of weird, but we might be able to raise him from the dead and figure out what happened here."
Darkness kind
Oh.
of shoots a glare backwards at Kip immediately, and then kind of like thinks it's like a not so bad idea, but also
So Spare the Dying would get them up if it was.
I
if
know,
they
I
were
know,
unconscious,
I
right?
know. He's just casting it because
Okay.
he's a terrible cleric.
Bard, Tiny Hut takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Kip
I
looks at
also
darkness.
can't leave it, I think,
Yeah.
after. That's fine, because
Oh.
I have, like, no spells left.
How long does this creature look to have been dead for?
You can roll investigation.
Let's do that. You want to help me, Kip?
Yep.
Ooh, good thing you helped me. 16.
So the blood is very, very dried, and a lot of the stench that would be coming from the area has largely like cleared out. So it's been a while since these guys have ate it.
I'm trying to look at Animate Dead, and Animate Dead doesn't have a
Like
doesn't
a
have
time.
it doesn't have a time. I'm pretty sure there's another one that does. I need to check, but like this
Is
is
the
the
full
third.
body there?
The what? The whole party?
Is the
there?
full body there?
Oh, I guess. Well, this. Okay. Well, Animate Dead takes a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid and raises them to a skeleton or a zombie. Let me see if you can talk with them.
No, it doesn't seem like they would retain any of their.
I think they're just a pawn. Yeah, they're like a combat piece, basically.
I mean, I think
Speak with
like Speak with Dead is
Speak
probably
with Dead
the
is what
closest thing.
that's a better use of a spell for this. And
Yeah.
I think Lily would have probably had that as a druid, but I don't
think she
think I
does.
have that. Yeah.
I actually have the spell, do I not? I'm pretty sure I do because I learned it from Darkness.
No, I think I told you something else.
Do you? I swear I.
Yeah.
I thought I
Can
had
you
that in
learn
my-
spells like that as a sorcerer?
From the path that I'm going down, there is an
That's tight.
interesting twist of fate.
Yes, Kip, I found it.
I can. I'm reading. I'm trying to read. There's so many spells.
I can't. Wait. I want to play so bad.
Yeah.
I want to panic
can,
looking at my spells, and not hear a single thing that's happening.
Yeah, so I can animate the dead.
Yeah, you can animate dead, but I think we said that animate dead
Oh.
like turns them into a.
Oh, Kip, you have
like a-
Speak with Dead.
a pawn.
I do have Speak with Dead.
Oh, okay, you
my
have Speak
bad.
with Dead.
I said it. I said it wrong. Yeah, I do have Speak with Dead.
Okay. I don't think I even have that spell, so that's weird.
Okay. I know I learned it from somewhere because I have it.
Yeah, I think Yeah, you must have learned it from somewhere else. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I told you animate dead and spare the dying or something like that.
Oh, I remember. Well, I mean, I have it here. It's in my spell list. Anyway, I can speak with him. If he still has flesh hanging on his jaw. If he's bones, then it's no go.
Well, does he look like he's been entirely crushed by a rock?
Is this just like
Doesn't look
blood
very
coming
broken.
from a rock, or is this like?
Yeah, like
It's
you can't
also
even
a bit-
see the. You can't even
Oh,
see.
Blood.
oh.
Can I
And just
Sam,
try
like-
to
can you,
lift?
can
You
you
could-
lift that up?
You could look for a more usable corpse for sure.
Yeah,
There's
let's
plenty
do
of
that. Okay.
Let's
Roll
do. Let's just do,
investigation.
yeah. Let's do a full search of this area real quick and see what happened.
17.
Nice. After just a few minutes, you're able to find a mostly intact Kuatoan. Like all the bones are here, and its guts are only splattered in like a 4 or 5 foot radius.
I do have speak with that. I just found it, by the way. Okay.
Darkness, what are you gonna do?
Well, I think I need to check if it's a ritual cast because I didn't take it. So if it's not a ritual, then I can't cast it. That's how. Oh no, I think I even need to prepare rituals. I can't cast it today. We would need the nap, and I need to take it. Unless Kip,
Why don't
I'm pretty
we-
sure you don't need to prepare spells like that, right?
I mean, I could just speak with him.
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Okay.
I trust
Um,
you, Kip. And I like look back at Sin and Corwell.
I give you a really bad
Oh.
thumbs up.
Kip, you know that there is also a component to this, and
Yes.
for this I would require it.
Yes.
It's the component.
I'm taking. I'm reading it right now. What was
Burning
what is
incense.
it?
Oh,
Burning incense?
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh snap! I might actually have incense, possibly.
Also, are there instances in the? Yeah.
I don't think in the
Um,
adventurers kit. It would probably be in like an alchemy kit, maybe.
Priest pack.
Yeah, or like a priest pack.
You have one of those?
Maybe Barnabas.
Barnabas wouldn't have it on him.
No,
the
he
only
came to
thing-
us
Yeah,
naked.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
I mean, I can give it a shot. I have some tea from the Raven Man. Maybe we could burn a little bit of that, and it would count as incense. I mean, it's smelly.
Some tea
Um,
leaves.
Tea leaves. Yep. If we could burn those.
I'm sure that we could scavenge for some if that doesn't work.
Just gonna
Find
lean
out
down
what's in your
and start
kits.
building a little pyre right, like under the guy's nose. And does anyone have fire or torch?
I'll cast
I step
Sacred
back.
Flame.
Or a
Big
gigantic
step
ball of
back.
fire?
So the tea leaves would ignite and then eventually turn into just a gently smoldering little ball that does produce a very zesty herbal smell.
And let's see if it works. Kip's gonna do a little fleur-de-lis thing and like touch the mouth with the smoke kind
So-
of like wafting in the nose.
First, roll a d20 and then a d100.
Oh boy. Okay. A 111.
The d20 is separate from the 100.
Okay. 111.
What was the d20?
11.
Okay. Your spell is successful, and the d100 was literally 100.
Literally 100. Yeah. On the dot.
Sweet. Not only does the spell work, but you regain your highest level expended spell slot.
Woohoo! Whoa, look at that. All right, so as this jolt of power comes through Kip, Kip's just gonna smile and be like, "Yes, I'm doing it!" Touch the mouth and be like, "Ask away!"
Kip, you have to ask.
Dang it. um, so, hello, sir. What happened here?
Bloop 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 blop bleep blop bloop bloop bloop.
Kip looks at darkness.
Hold on.
You can. I
Here,
can try and
yeah.
ask you some undercommon.
So, you like as far as I understand the spell, Kip is the only one that can communicate with it, but everyone else can hear what it's saying.
Oh my gosh.
Try to
So-
try to tell him something in undercommon.
Yeah.
Darkness,
Okay.
try to
Kip,
tell Kip something in undercommon for him to say.
okay. Kip,
Okay, I'm gonna try and mimic
Yeah.
whatever he says.
say this. What happened? So 2 words in undercommon, or if it's any
Okay.
more. So,
What happened?
So Darkness will hear this in Kuatoan and then translate, because I think Darkness understands Kuatoan.
yeah. I mean,
Under
if he would,
undercommon.
if he would have spent a good amount of time with them.
So basically what he says is, Lemelorgan rises. We have failed him.
Lemelorgan?
Lemelorgan.
What's Lemelorgan?
Can you ask
I
him?
don't know
Kip?
this. I don't know this.
Ask him what's Lemelorgan. No, I would be translating. She would know this.
All right, then telephone style. I'm just gonna like boop
Yeah.
boop.
It's just going to repeat like 3 times, bringer of death, bringer of death.
They aren't the brightest of the bunch.
And that's 2 out of 5 questions.
Oh. Oh, you only have 5. Okay.
Did we ask him like how long ago Lemon attacked? I mean, I guess we kind of know. It's a dried blood. It's
Yeah.
not-
I mean,
yeah.
it was not recent, but pretty recent, since there's like. I mean.
Yeah.
Do you think we could ask where it
Um.
is? Maybe they know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he just died by the hands of Lemelorgan. Might want to.
Well, we could. They said. Well, they said. No. We have 3 more questions.
Okay.
He said they failed him, and I want to ask, how did you fail him? So I'll say how fail in undercommon. Very simple.
Okay. How fail?
It's going to repeat again 3 times. Worship the Sea Mother. Worshipped the Sea Mother.
I'll repeat that back to you guys. Didn't
That's
we
3.
told the other guys to worship the Sea Mother, right?
Can I like hear this, or is this like farther away?
Yeah, if you've been following them.
No, I'm casting.
Oh, then yeah, no. And your hut is popped
Okay.
up.
Cool. I'm in it because I can't go anywhere.
Can I join you, Bard?
Yes, please do.
Oh, go
Can you
ahead.
tell? I'd also like to make sure that my axe beak is like, can it fit in the lower deck of the ship?
No.
Okay, well then it'll just be hanging out.
It's
This
I
Captain
guess,
Axbeak.
doing
This poor Axbeak
Doing
is getting
whatever
the
it
short end of
wants.
every stick. So Grogmere, Barnabas, Bard, and Corval are in the tiny hut.
He looks at darkness and is there anything else we want to ask him?
Yeah, I think Sin is right. Let's do where is, and then I literally just forgot what was his name again.
Lemelorgan.
Lemelorgan. Yeah, and I'll say that.
Where is Lemelorgan?
Yeah,
In the deep, in the deep, in the deep.
the deep. Okay.
What in the
Now-
world is the deep? That's whatever the sea mother is from, right?
No, there's the deep father and the. I mean,
Oh, that's right.
Now you can phrase this as a question. I'm gonna. One sec. Let me think.
Last one.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, "Hey, Kip, say this," and I'm gonna. This is in undercommon, so you don't know what he's saying. He's gonna say, "Rest in peace, love, brightness," and like a question mark at the end, so it like counts.
That's a pretty long one. Can I do like a performance check to see if I
Yeah,
actually said the right thing?
Yes.
Say the wrong thing. That'd be so
Yeah.
funny.
That's alright. I'm actually pretty good at performance.
Okay.
It's a 17.
Nice. Darkness, you hear Kip repeat it, and he says it correctly. The corpse of this poor Kuatoan is going to respond, "Brightness could have saved us. Brightness could have saved us."
Oh, damn.
I'm not gonna repeat that to the group.
Brutal.
what's he saying?
Well, I
Wait,
asked
what did you
him.
say?
Yeah, what
I asked him if he know how he died, like an idiot, and he said he died to a rock. So
Oh, these people are pretty dumb.
yeah. Darkness will shed one tear and turn around and walk to the tiny hut.
Kip, what are you doing?
Yeah, Kip's gonna kind of look at the work that he did, smile a little bit, give a nod, and then walk back to the tiny hut with Sin.
On the way back, I'll be like, "Yep, we got some good information."
Thanks. Yeah, I think I need to talk to Bard a little more. She doesn't. We're not on real speaking terms, are we?
If we're starting a long rest, I'd still allow conversation to happen in the tiny hut and be included in the long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, like right as we're about to walk in or knock on the door, I'll just like whisper, "I'm like, don't the same situation," and then I'll just knock.
Wow, thanks for your moral support, Sin. Really appreciate it.
Pat on the back.
Come in.
Gonna walk in. Great place you have here, Bard.
Thank you.
Really like what you
It's
did
very
with the
like
furniture.
lush. There are pillows everywhere on the ground. It's like nice and like dim ambiance.
Wow. Gosh.
And it's like soft like purple pink light, you know, kind of like a 15-year-old gamer's bedroom.
Oh yeah.
I really like what you did with the place.
Thank you.
How many beds are there out of curiosity?
I
It's
think
like a
it's
10
just
foot. It's like a 10-foot wide hut, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it's just literally the entire floor is like bed. It's like, you know, one of those 70s like the couch in the center
Oh
of the
god,
room.
yeah.
What
Yeah,
are those
yeah.
called? I think it's like that.
Can it please like slowly rotate?
Yes, please.
Kip's gonna plop right up on the rotating couch, and he's gonna be rummaging through his backpack and pull out the glowing skull and hold it in front of him and kind of just look at the group, being like, "So, we know Adrax probably wants to become a lich, and we now have 2 of the ingredients he needs, correct? Or 2 ingredients we're gonna
No.
undo him with."
2 to open the book. He still
Yeah.
has to read the book and then get 7 other wizards.
He may
From my
have already read the
understanding.
book. Like we don't know. But
He didn't have these skulls. We've had these for a while.
yeah,
We have 5 more now to find if we're really gonna open this book, right?
yeah.
Hmm.
But
Really?
we found the book in Draka and those 2 skulls on Imperial Plane. Where else could
We can go back. Well, we can go back to Thelf Dakar. Maybe he has more info.
He's more of a curse kind of guy. I doubt he'll have any of
Sorry, the owl bear.
We can't see Vovor. He straight up said we will not see each other. Bad things will happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he said that after he learned that you took the crown from the eldest witness, and the eldest witness is not dead. So
Yeah, I probably don't want to go back to him. Well, anyway, just wanted to, and then Kip's gonna look at Bard, kind of out of a sign of like childish faith, be like, I think maybe you should hold on to this one. And Kip's gonna hand the skull over to Bard. You want to keep this safe?
I mean, yeah. You seemed so attached to it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was.
if you
feel
want
like
me to
this
take
place
care of it, I totally can.
messing with me. I feel like ever since I got cursed with greed, I wanted everything. I wanted power, I wanted riches, just wanted. And I don't want anymore. And here. And Kip's gonna hand over the skull once again, just being like, this is a means, or I guess I just want you to have this.
Thanks, Kip. That actually means a lot.
Nods.
right.
So
Do we want to time skip 8 hours to the end of a long rest?
Yeah, I also would have told Corval and Bard about what we translated. So there's something going on with the mother of the sea. What was it Bumble? Something. What was his name?
Lemilorgan?
Yeah, something like that.
The Lemilorgan came from the deep, and they failed the deep, or they failed the sea. They failed by worshipping the Sea Mother.
Well, I think they worshipped the deep, and they should have worshipped the Sea Mother or something like that.
Yeah, that's about the gist
So-
of their issues.
Sounds like fish
Well, what does
people
that
issues.
mean?
It's just
I thought
fish
they were
people
made up.
issues. Nah, well, there could be large. Like, Felt the car sounds like a myth, doesn't he? A fish person who was a giant fish, turned into a small person who's lived in this lake for eternity. Doesn't that sound like a myth? It's like a god, right? There could be so many other fish gods in here. Well,
I feel like nothing can really be counted off as a myth.
Yeah, I think it's at one point Darkness explained that the Kuatoan like create their own gods, and that the gods they create actually manifest.
Oh, I thought they just were making shit up.
Yeah, no, like they actually make their own gods.
Dang.
They believe in them so hard.
They didn't make me. I'm like pointing my finger at Kip.
Okay.
Incite that.
I'm just
Go ahead.
saying.
Because I don't know his history that well. So, like, for all I know, he just was manifested and then has false memories.
Yeah.
Well,
No, that's an 11.
if I'm a fish person god, then I don't know. I'm real though, I think. He'll stare at
As
his
long
hands.
as people believe in you, Kip gives you a wink.
Well, either way, you're real to me, Darkness. I just pat him on the shoulder.
Thanks. He'll sit next to Barnabas and kind of try to fall asleep.
Nice, Bard. That's nice. All right. So, 8 hours have passed. I believe some of you are pretty banged up still and have some spell slots to restore.
Thank God.
Yes, please.
Another combat where I took 0 damage.
How's that?
I feel like in combat, Bard, you've taken either like almost no damage to no damage, or you've been outright downed in like a hit or two.
Yep. That's about right.
Life of a...
Sounds about
Again.
right.
Bard was lucky because that was a stealth mission. She wasn't the one taking cannonball shots.
Yeah.
True.
I could take another.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real
I'm
quick.
not even the rogue.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick while you guys reset your HP and figure out what your next moves are.
Sounds great. So, we might still have some time before we need to go see Clefford.
Yeah.
So what's the plan? Are we giving him the book, or are we straight up saying, hi, we know you need this, but no?
Well, now that we know that he's a double agent,
Well, I don't know. I'm suspicious that he is trying to con me because he knows, like I like Shanti.
I mean,
So,
but you heard
I
him.
guess-
You heard him talking and covering for us, right? Let us go.
Yeah, I know. I just think that the situation might be a lot more complex than one way or the other, and so I don't want to I don't want to give him any leverage. I want to keep the high ground, you know. So I think that I want to know what he wants from the book, why he is working for Adrax. Yeah.
I mean,
So-
he's probably working for Adrax because he has no choice. Can you imagine an elf turning on his own people?
I mean,
Probably
there
was-
are lots of elves down here that don't work for Adrax, probably.
Are you sure?
Darkness? Most elves... Are most elves followers of Adrax that you've seen, or...?
God, would I know that?
Yes, most elves are followers of Adrax.
Mm.
Most dwarves, even if they worship different gods, they're also at least like politically loyal to Adrax down here.
Oh.
Adrax kind of rules this place.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so I guess I want to see, and it's not like he's gonna die from just talking to us, or else he
No.
probably wouldn't be doing it. But I'm also not willing to give him the book that might make Adrax a lich either way, because Adrax is already way too powerful.
It'd also be pretty fishy for the book to get stolen and then randomly he was able to get it back.
I mean, I don't think it's that weird.
No?
I mean, because he would just probably say that he was pursuing the people who took it.
That's
He
true.
was also bringing back all of the mages, or the people that we killed were being brought back
What?
to life. They were all being resurrected.
Who?
Like the mage that we pushed into the fire, or that you guys pushed into the
Yeah, like
fire?
He's still burning.
all of the fallen elves were being brought back to life
The ones who were
By
like in
who,
the water.
Bard?
Mm.
by like other elven mages
Okay, so
while I was there.
Clefford wasn't doing it, but other mages were.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
But, like, because I went and I just listened into some of the, like, general soldiers, and they were, like, resurrecting these fallen elves and praying to Adrax. But, like, it was like a prayer chant. Like, they were, like, reciting, I don't know, like a Bible verse or something.
Did they have gems with them?
Did they? I
Uh,
don't think so.
there was a bright white light emanating from the palms of the mages that were doing the
Yeah,
reviving.
that's a diamond glowing. They were revivifying.
Ah.
Oh.
Damn. Do any of us have Revivify?
I do, and I have it prepared.
Really?
I do.
Oh, shit.
Do we have
You
a
got any
diamond?
diamonds?
I do not.
You know what? I think I literally might have a diamond.
Is it in the cloak?
No.
Oh,
Nope. Bad news. I think I sold it.
Bad
I
news.
have 3 red gems, though.
yeah, and I have 5 green gems, but I'm pretty sure it needs to be a diamond.
So we need to get diamonds once we're on the surface.
Yep.
Speaking of green jeweled gems, or blue, sorry, my gems are blue. I was gonna just do this, but do you guys think we need more information? Bard, do you think you got all the information you need? Otherwise, I can cast clairvoyance and see what they're up to right now.
Run back to
I
spy
think
on the
that-
gate.
I can either spy on the gate or I can spy on blue fire to see what's up there. But I can't do it in a place I've never been before, so I can't do it in the. I don't think I've been to that place before. I might have a long time
I think
ago,
that
but I don't think so.
doing clairvoyance would be a great idea.
Okay. What do we think? The gate or blue fire? I think personally, I think the gate. I think they're probably meeting at blue fire, and I want to see if he's still there, or if Adrax's forces have come to talk with him, stuff like that.
That's a good idea.
Okay, I'm gonna begin to cast clairvoyance then, and I'm gonna put one of the blue gems down as the material needed for it.
And this is for blue fire, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna clairvoyance blue fire. And sorry, I'm eating. I'm gonna be reciting it as so you can just talk to me. You don't need to like write it to me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna recite exactly what I see.
Yeah. Check one thing real quick. Nice. So you're able to see the exterior of blue fire. All of the elves appear to be in like very similar postings to what it was whenever you guys showed up there before they like knew you guys were there and everything. There are elves walking along the steps in like a patrol route, and for the most part, it doesn't seem like anything particularly exciting is going on.
And I see, what's his name?
Clefford's not here, at least not that you can see.
Clefford's not here. Okay. So everything generally is the same.
Yep. It appears that it's like business as usual for them right now.
Okay, I want to go inside the tunnel then and into the room where the book was.
The temple is completely empty. Like, there's no book, there's no people.
Okay. Is everyone like at their posts, or is there anyone like talking to each other as I'm like surveying up high?
Yeah, it doesn't look like any real conversation is happening between anybody.
There's no like people manning, like anyone like dicking around, like just like there has to be like casual guard, like.
Yeah, if you hear anything, it is like casual guard grumbling, where they're just like,
Okay.
it's so bored, I can't wait for my posting to end type of grumbles. It's actually like weird how normal everything is here right now.
Huh. in the 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure the spell is 10 minutes. Do you think I can get to Felt the car? I don't know how fast it moves. Let me look up Cloakworks.
Interesting that it's very calm. It seems fishy to me, having a book just stolen.
Very important book, seemingly.
Yeah, it's like the
Clifford,
people. Oh, go ahead, Bard.
Clifford said something about wiping people,
Oh. Oh.
wiping the people who died first.
Oh.
Wiping.
Wiping. Like their memories,
not-
probably.
Oh, you mean like the orb
Yeah.
we have?
What orb?
The one we gave to Lily, the mind wipe orb. We saw the kid was affected by it.
In Dumbledore's
Oh yeah.
basement.
Wait, Lily has a mind wiping orb?
It's
You
in
don't
the
remember?
cloak.
Yeah.
We
It's
put it in the
cloak.
cloak.
Yeah. The orb,
My
the
God.
orb that was sitting in front of Nathan that we moved, we put
was
it in
down
the cloak
in-
afterwards.
Oh.
In Dumbledore's power plant. Yeah, it hasn't been used or come
Wow.
up since.
Oh, that's a special item.
Wow, we have
waiting
so many
for
awesome
Dumbledore
items
himself.
that just are.
So
They're
what was
being
that, Bard?
saved for a
Keep in our
special occasion.
Yep.
We're saving
Well, we
stuff for
should
the
test
end
it out
game.
on somebody first, right?
You could test it on the axe beak.
No, he's
It's on
friendly.
the
I don't
axe
think there's
beak.
anything
Yes.
to wipe.
You're all suddenly unfamiliar to the axe beak, and it just goes wild.
You
So
can't
Bard,
de-summon it. It just goes fucking wild.
Bard, I need your input on something.
Oh, what's up?
So we go to this meeting with Clifford. Kip
Yeah.
obviously has to go. I'm sure you're interested. Surely he gets there by a boat.
That would make sense, I think.
How rude would
mean-
it be if we happen to take that boat while you guys are having the meeting?
Very.
I think it depends on how the meeting goes.
Okay, well, you have your sending stone. Is there a code word or phrase so you can indicate that we need to take their cannons from them?
Yeah.
the
I mean,
code word is
I think
Loop-a-Loop.
I'm assuming he's going to be coming alone.
If he really is a double agent.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sense that I got. But, yeah, maybe the code word is...
Something casual you can throw in a conversation.
Yeah.
I think
Man,
I think we
I'm
need
really
to
thirsty.
I think it's hard to plan because we don't really know. That's a great phrase,
That's a
by the way.
great code word.
I think we need to plan when we see what the place is like. If it is a elven tavern, this is going to be a lot different than if it's just an Undraken tavern with random dwarves
Yeah.
and fish people. If it's a elven tavern and there's a horde of elven guards around Clifford, then it's also a lot different. You know, there it could be anything. So I think we need to like go there and spy on the place and then create a plan first.
I think we
He-
could go
he
up
also said-
normally and they could disguise themselves. Try to see if maybe he's there or talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, I can always go invisible, you know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, he said that it's a place that we can talk safely, so I feel like...
Oh,
it's
did he? I don't think he
yeah.
told that to Kit.
Yeah.
Okay, then it probably is just a tavern.
Yeah, so I doubt that it's like, let me just try to remember for sure here. Yeah, he said like we can speak more safely there.
I think he
And
did tell
I
Kit
asked
that,
him what
but, like,
he
that could be a trap still.
I asked him what he wants to talk about, and he said history.
That probably means your history or like why
I would
he's there.
imagine so.
I think so.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
if he is actually our dad, then we can probably trust him. I mean, he's part of our blood.
I mean, I haven't had the most positive experience with parental figures, so I'm certainly suspicious.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think we should start
Um,
rowing, and we can devise a plan as we see more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I
For
think
sure.
that the bags on the head
Horrible.
for anyone who can't disguise themselves is actually a good idea.
I think that, damn, it would be really nice to have Lily here to like scout for us or something.
Orval, you have Misty Step, right?
It's
Will
a
say
very
his
short
tea was
step.
really good.
I mean, yeah, I also have Misty Step.
Yeah. I mean, in the worst case, we can get in a boat chase.
Here's the thing: is I'm gonna stay on the boat because I don't want like everyone to get off the boat and then some random elven lieutenant sees us and blows us out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was
What?
thinking just maybe like Kip and I and maybe somebody else. I could also cast invisibility on somebody. So Kip and I could like go in and then we'd have like backup just in case.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A good idea.
I mean, I think we should give him some of our trust. I mean, he is the one that let us go, and he wants to talk to us. I mean, and
That
he's
is-
a
We're
good
trusting
agent.
him by going to the place that he told us to go to.
How do we know that
And-
Adrax isn't already gotten to him, and then he had to tell Adrax that this is where he was meeting you guys? You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't. We could trust him all we want, but he still works for Adrax at the end of the day.
Even
so,
if
you know, be
he
affected by magic.
doesn't mean it.
Right.
Sin, when you pull a Sin, can you have us facing cannons out?
Okay.
I'm nervous about this meeting.
I am too.
If he's our dad, then I think we can trust him. I have a feeling.
Right. So you
I-
guys.
I'd like to trust him too, Kip, but as I said, trust is earned, not freely given.
Shot to the heart, and you're to blame.
So, you guys approach enough that the diner is within your dark vision. You can see some patches of glowing fungi on a stone shore with a small wooden dock jutting out from it. There's a little bit of a walkway that leads up to a small rectangular stone structure that has some very unnatural warm light coming from it. Everyone who's been in Neverhelm, you've seen this type of light before. It's lighting up the streets and everything in Neverhelm.
Have I ever seen it?
No.
Oh, they use power cubes.
Yeah, doggone it.
Lovely.
They use the freaking power cubes.
Oh no.
I was thinking about something. I think I should go. If this is not an elven tavern, I'm the only one who knows Undercommon. If you guys need
Oh shit.
help with that, I
We
could
know, or
say it again.
I'm saying, so you three, Bard, Kip, and you, Darkness, Sin and I
Yeah.
will just stay on as defense,
Sin, you, and Grogmer and Barnabas.
and
yeah.
Barnabas, of course.
And the
I mean-
axe beak.
And next.
Yes, of
Hey,
course. How could I forget?
Yeah, and Kip kind of sheepishly is like, well, I mean, my elven is kind of passable, and if this is gonna be like an elven bar, I think I can
If
pass.
it's an elven bar, then you guys should go. If it's a normal undrucken bar, that's why I'm saying I should go.
I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
aren't elves kind of revered here?
And not everyone knows Elvish.
And
Ooh.
Yeah.
there's a difference between revered and feared, or revered and hated.
The undercommon is like the equivalent to common in your guys' place. So like
Yeah.
undercommon's the passable. It'd be weird to know Elvish. As a dwarf, let's say.
Okay, fair enough.
I know Elvish.
There is
Well,
one. Sorry, go ahead.
Darkness kind of gestures to generally sin. Like, well,
Point taken.
So there is one boat docked here. It's the same type of boat that you guys are on, and it's the same type of boat that you saw at the gate.
imagine it's the guard that you attacked, or the dwarf, the trolls.
Oh no.
Behind the diner is like a massive spire that just disappears into the darkness, and you can assume connects to the ceiling somewhere above you guys. What would you guys like to do?
Oh,
First of all,
before
this
we
layout
go,
is dope.
I look at everybody and I said, within the past 24 to 48 hours, we came in proximity with a transportation circle. I don't know where, but it was in like a 20 by 20 like square room with stone brick walls and like some alchemy equipment or something, and an active purple like teleportation circle.
So, Bard, I don't know magic that well. If, hypothetically, we had a teleportation key, is it keyed to particular circles, or does it work on any circle?
Would I know that from my portals book?
Yes. So the key that you have, Corval, is connected to keys created by the same person that made the key, or to portals made by the same person that made the key.
So if I think he made that circle, it would be effective there too.
Yeah. If Sanchi has created a portal and locked it, his keys will open it.
Bard, can you describe this circle to me?
I can describe you where it was.
No, I need you to physically describe the circle itself.
Yeah. So it's a it's about 10 feet around, 10 feet in diameter. It's raised about 6 inches off of the ground. It has a line of stone bricks around the outside with runes carved into them that are glowing purple. And then there are 3 circles that are connected with a geometric pattern in the center. Those are also glowing purple.
Okay, so Bard, how far away is this circle? Give me a ballpark.
Well, it was just from the spectacles, so we came in contact with it 24 to 48 hours ago. But now a little bit more because we slept. We got close to it. So these glasses
while we've
show
been
me
on the water.
I think it's one of the locations on the map, probably. Maybe it's not.
So it was before we went to the village with the Deep Mother the first time. So it was before we met Kalftakar.
Is it?
That narrows it down.
Do we know how long we've been on the water?
Not really.
Because I was thinking the only places that sounds like the only place that we've passed by that could be that is Ruined Insights, which is a place on the map.
How far away is Felftakar from here? God, how far?
Pretty, not like halfway across the lake.
Yeah, with the boat, it'd be a couple of hours, I think.
No, but in terms of like feet, how far would you say?
A ways, definitely.
How far is over 1,000?
Yeah, definitely over 1,000 feet.
Because here's the thing about it is I could.
Sorry, you go.
I was saying I could locate object within 1,000 feet and find that teleportation circle.
If we retrace our steps and you could just
probably
like
not within
continue
1,000
past
feet.
that, we could probably find it.
That's true. I also, so since I saw it technically, could I hypothetically use clairvoyance to locate it?
Does clairvoyance give you that type of information?
Clairvoyance
It
gives
says you create an invisible sensor within range in a location familiar to you, a place you visited or seen before.
You wear the
or
glasses
an obvious
and then you're
location
able
that is
to locate it.
Okay,
but it's
so
also the range is a mile, so
yeah. So if this was within range, you'd be able to see what's actively happening in the room or hear what's actively happening in the room that you've seen. But it doesn't give you any ability to like explore the space once you're there, so you wouldn't be able to move beyond that one room.
Oh, okay. I guess I kind of
okay.
used it wrong that one time, but okay.
I said we retrace our steps and then we can find it after we talk to Dad.
Well, okay. So the
might
point of
know
going
where
to
one-
Corval, you seem to think. Why are you so interested? You think you have a way to open it?
I think that if we found it with all of our talents, we could go through it, assuming that things
I'm just
work
kind
the
of
way I think they do.
I'm just
I
kind of
just don't-
scared
It looked
because
active.
okay,
We just don't know anything.
because elves are very magical, and I'm just kind of scared that that's just some kind of portal for backup, and that just takes us to the Elven City or something like that. Like we don't know where that portal takes us.
We can also ask our dad. I mean, if he really is a double agent and wants to help us, then that's the type of information he would be willing to give, right?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking too.
let's save that for what we want to do next, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
I'm gonna spin us around and
You're gonna dock here?
talking.
I mean, with your perception bard, like, can you see people? Is there anyone on the dock or anything on the boat?
I can
Uh,
check.
Yeah, you can roll a perception check.
Somebody want to help me?
I'm not. I can help, but I'm not perceptive. But I'll help.
22.
Nice. There is nobody on the dock or the exterior of this place, but you are able to hear a rather rowdy crowd inside. The occasional like breaking of glasses and hootering and hollering.
Well, I'll tell you, it does not sound like an elven bar to me.
That does not sound
Sounds
like an elven
rowdy
bar.
in there. There's nobody on the docks, and I'm not seeing anybody outside either.
Wait, how do they get here? Do they all use magic?
There's a boat.
There's
No.
a boat docked here.
Oh, there's just one boat? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to just drop us off and then take the boat somewhere else? Because I feel like having a big old elven boat out here might be a little bit conspicuous.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really an elven boat. It's more like a shipping boat of Mandraka.
Yeah, because
Oh.
The dwarves use it too.
it's the same
There
type
aren't-
of boat the dwarf had at the boat cave, right?
Mm.
It doesn't have any visible markings or identifiers on the exterior of it.
Okay, so it's just like normal Undraka boat.
Yeah, I feel like we all
Okay.
could go in. Like we could have the axe beacon if anyone does want to watch it, like Grogmare and Barnabas.
All right, if you want to bring the book in.
No,
Stay in.
that's a good idea.
I think it should just be me and Bard, to be honest.
Okay, then
I think we
yeah,
got this.
let's do that. Let's
Maybe-
hope the Navy doesn't show up. You have your sending stone, right?
I
Yeah,
have my
we-
sending stone for sure.
Okay.
Got this.
Go
Wait,
ahead.
just
Let's
check. Do we see everything that's on this island?
Everything that's on the screen right now is what you're able to see.
So, Sin, there's a lovely skull. You know, if it goes missing, I don't think anyone's gonna miss it.
Talking about this back here.
Did we,
Oh,
we really drag
Wait,
that back to the
A blue skull?
No, it's a big,
It's a-
like,
giant skull.
yeah.
Are
Oh.
these mushrooms?
Cool.
Are these mushrooms different than any mushrooms I've seen before?
These appear to be blue caps.
Okay, okay.
That is dope looking.
It's cool.
That's sick. All right. Kip's gonna look over at Darkness and be like, you mind if you do your thing with the water?" And like points to it.
Huh?
Like, can we like walk on it?
Oh, should we? Oh, should we like not dock and I'll let you guys water walk over there?
I mean, like, if we have the option, we might as well, and we don't want a bunch of hooligans messing up this covert operation.
Okay, but don't we have a dinghy as well? Oh wait, no, that's in the cloak, isn't it?
No, it's attached to
Oh,
the side
it's
of the
in the
boat.
Oh, it's
boat
a ta-
itself. Yeah.
Okay, why don't you
Not
guys
after
take the
boat.
dinghy? So because it only lasts for an hour. If you guys are in there for
Yeah.
an hour, you guys should just take the dinghy.
That's actually a good
Yeah,
idea.
plus, we
Okay.
don't want to waste any of your spells.
It's a 3rd level spell. It's not.
All right. And
Kip walks into the dinghy.
about how far out are you guys going to be?
We
Are you guys going to anchor right nearby?
yeah, we should anchor like hidden somehow. I don't,
Yeah, like
we
around
don't have a
or something.
yeah, we don't have a great like
So
God. Do we have anything that we think we could hide behind or?
yeah, so to the right, there's like a stone archway.
Yeah,
You can kind of sail around behind that. It's also like sort of in the foreground here. But there's like the mast of a ship sticking up as well as some big stalactites coming out of the water. You could probably park behind that as well.
I think that.
Shipwreck stalactites. Perfect. Yeah, let's park there.
Yeah, let's do that. The sail wasn't the best idea in Andromeda. I'm not gonna lie.
Didn't work out for them.
They must have had a wind mage or something.
Yeah.
All right, and Bard and Kip, you guys are rowing the boat up to the diner.
Yep.
Sweet.
Let's go.
Uh,
They speak Elven.
Kip, are you disguising yourself, or what's
Yeah.
the...
Kip's from the people that he's seen already. He's gonna kind of put himself in the mage's clothes. So like a generic mage. Right? I feel like that's a good idea.
Like an elven mage? Or like a regular mage?
Or should we peek in first and see like who's there, and then like morph ourselves or morph myself, them?
I'm just gonna go in, I think. I have my helm. There's not really much else I can do.
Don't just barge in there.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
barge in. I'm gonna go regular into it.
Okay.
So, Bard, as you open the doors, there's 2 double doors, and walk in. The first thing you see is a very familiar backside of a large dwarf that you have poked previously.
Yeah.
I turn around and I walk out.
Oh my gosh. Mhm. What's wrong, Bard?
Oh, you know that guy that I stabbed? Because I thought,
Yeah, sure do.
he's in there. So,
You want to just go invisible this time?
not really, but I guess.
Well, yeah, probably a good idea. Kip's gonna also just do a generic mage. Non-threatening as possible, but still like somewhat high up. Not high up enough to be like not found in a bar. Perfect.
And Bard, you're invisible.
I am.
Great.
Kip suspiciously looks over to absolutely nothing and just like whispers, "Here we go." Can Kip look around and can Kip look around and see if his dad's there?
Yep, roll a perception check.
My gosh. The one.
Nice.
I'll roll a perception too.
Yeah.
23.
Nice. So, Kip, the dwarf sitting right here, like immediately in front of you, he has on a dagger necklace that looks like the one you got from the Leylon ruins, with the golden ruby or the ruby dagger.
Oh shit.
Well, wow.
And this just like gleams in your eye and completely captivates your attention.
Perfect. Ooh, shiny.
Bard, you notice that over Kip's shoulder in his elven mage form, there's an extremely elderly looking dwarf sitting in a booth over here, and he's like peeking over his shoulder back at you guys as you guys entered. What would you guys like to do?
Well,
Oh, do you see that guy's
I-
necklace?
no. Or yeah, I guess. And I'll just be like messaging him.
Clefford?
No, Kim. Like whenever we're talking.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It just looks like he's whispering to himself.
Yep. should I go say hi?
The dwarf that's sitting with has the necklace on, a sort of purple-hued goblin walks up and sets a plate down in front of him. It has a giant squid that just spills off of both sides of the plate, and the goblin scampers back to the back area of the diner.
Looks yummy.
All right.
Do you mind if
Well,
I just get some real quick? We gotta blend in here.
yeah. You go grab something. I'm gonna check the other rooms to see what's going on.
Kip's gonna very confidently walk up to the bartender and order some food.
As soon as you get to the bar, the what appears to be like a purple-hued hobgoblin behind the bar starts speaking to you in Undercommon, and you don't know what he's saying.
Oh damn, that sucks. Do I say in Elven? You speak Elven?
He kind of responds like, little.
Okay. Kip is gonna very arrogantly be like, "Wow, you don't speak Elven," like up in his head, and then just point to the dish behind him and be like, "Here," and then point down, like food.
The goblin's just gonna like rub his fingers together.
Kip's gonna roll his eyes yet again, and then flick some money his way.
What are you putting on the counter?
I'm gonna, I'll put 1 gold piece. So rich, they be balling.
He disappears and then comes back out for a second and starts speaking Undercommon to somebody else at the bar.
Rude.
Bard, what are you doing?
That makes me nervous. I'm going. Which one looks like more of seating area? To the left or up?
So up is probably going to be like the kitchen area. Left would probably be your best
Okay.
bet.
Then let's go there.
So as you pass this old dwarf sitting in the booth, he kind of like glances up at you and then goes back to eating some of the squid that's on his plate.
Fuck, he knows I'm here.
Well.
Wait, can I look at that dwarf for a minute?
Yeah. Do you want to roll a perception check?
Yeah. That's a natural one.
Yeah, he's absolutely freaking ancient. He looks like he could keel over after finishing this meal.
Damn, how is he still alive after I stabbed him?
Oh, you want to look at the dwarf that you stabbed?
Oh, I thought it was the same one.
No. Big dwarf is here at the bar. The old dwarf is sitting here
I
at the booth.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's the oldest fucking dwarf I've ever seen.
As you like round this corner, ahead of you is a darkened hallway. There are several corridors, 2 on each side. 3 of them have this like unnatural orange light spilling out from them.
The doors were closed.
No, they don't have doors on them, or if they do, they're open from what you can see.
Okay, I'd like to peek in.
Back here, you found some
Oh, the
bathrooms.
bathrooms.
Yep.
Nice.
Super cool.
As you're and
Check the toilets for loot.
So you actually haven't seen toilets like this before. It'd mostly be like outhouses and similar.
Holes on the ground.
Yeah, like functional plumbing is not super common.
It'd be bougie.
So you hear what is to you an unfamiliar sound, but essentially it's like a toilet flushing. And a purple-hued, very stout, very wide dwarf steps out. And he's got like runic tattoos just all over his face and body. He kind of like looks at you and scoffs at what like the helm that you're wearing and starts walking, trying to get past you.
Wait, he can see me?
Oh, you're invisible. Shit. Yeah, he's approaching you. So
Okay, I turn into the side. So did the dwarf still see me even though I'm invisible?
no, he wouldn't have seen you. Sorry.
Okay. I'll keep going.
Bathroom.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, we knew it was there.
Yep. Ahead of you is a power cube that has a bunch of wires jankily attached to the wall and what looks like some piping in the wall to like run it through.
It's predictable.
It is powering this place up.
I keep going.
Spit on it.
Ahead of you here is a closed door.
Can I put my ear to it?
Yes, roll a perception check.
14.
So you hear very, very muffled. What languages do you speak again?
Elvish, Orcish, Dwarvish, and Common.
Okay. So you hear something first in Undercommon, very muffled, being shouted from what sounds like maybe a room over. There's silence and then a crash, a small yelp, and in Common, a very like snarly voice saying, "Chop faster!"
Is it like shut all the way?
The door, yeah.
Probably the kitchens.
I'd like to like back up and like kind of mage hand it open, but maybe see like it seems like it just like, I don't know, jiggled open on its own.
So as you crack the door open, the sound comes through a little bit clearer, but it's still muffled. So it's like behind another door somewhere.
Okay, can I open it all the way?
Yes. There's a corridor with a door to your right, screen left, and straight ahead of you down.
Which way is the voice coming from?
Screen left.
Then I'm gonna go down.
And open that door. Storage closet. And it absolutely reeks of seafood.
Excellent.
Damn, I can't take anything because I'm too invisible. All right, well, I guess I'll try to open the other door from a distance also.
Okay. Kip, several long minutes pass, and eventually a goblin scampers out from the back and plops a plate down in front of you. It has one tiny little squidlet on it, 3 tentacles, and 1 eye.
Okay. I think Kip would think this is absolutely a full meal and just be like, "The thanks, Elvish."
The bartender doesn't respond to you. He just kind of grunts and goes
Okay.
about taking orders.
Right. Kip's gonna look around and see if there's anyone in particular that may seem fatherly in nature, knowing that Kip's dad probably has the same powers that he does. See if anything looks usual or someone that he might need to talk to.
Yeah, make a perception check.
13.
14? I swear all I heard was teen.
Oh, jeez. 3-1 or 1-3.
Okay. Okay. So just like peering over your shoulders, this place is almost exclusively serving dwarves right now. As you look back over this direction, you're able to see a very stout, heavily tattooed dwarf emerging from a hallway, and he's passing a booth that has a super ancient-looking dwarf sitting and eating there. Of everyone, this old guy probably gives the most fatherly or grandfatherly vibes.
Okay. Kip's just gonna sit to the next table over to the super ancient dwarven guy, grab his plate of food, and sit on across from him. Yep. And do that weird like look over his shoulder, the guy, and then eat, and then look over and eat.
So every time you look over at him, he's also looking at you. And as soon as your guys' eyes meet, he looks back down to his food and continues to eat as well.
Okay. Kip's gonna sneeze, hammer fall, and then start eating again and see if he could like see what his reaction is. Just like gauge it.
Like a moment passes, and then another moment, and the dwarf sort of in common and rather loudly says, "Oh, no better time than now to relieve myself. I'll be back very soon," and starts walking away down this hallway.
It follows. I hope this is right. I'm following this random dude.
Some old guy in a toilet.
So as you stare down the hallway,
This is so funny.
the old guy's like disappeared. He's either gone down one of these corridors or all the way down the hallway ahead of you.
Okay.
And with that, we'll actually go outside to the boat.
Okay. Just following this random old guy to the bathroom. No big deal.
I've been laughing muted the whole time. The whole thing has been really funny. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm dishing out sacks to everyone, and I've cut 2 eye holes in them.
Gonna look like raiders. You know that.
Well, I don't know. You could keep these in your pocket for if we see anyone approaching us.
I mean, it doesn't always have a backup plan. So it's
Yeah.
what, a potato sack or a sack with holes?
Yeah, it's like a potato
Okay.
sack.
Does it fit over my armor, or am I gonna have to be out of my armor to wear it?
That it's I would have exchanged the crates with cannonballs for the blue mushroom grain. So whatever the bags of blue mushroom grain are, that's the size. So
Okay. Those will definitely fit over somebody's head.
okay, there you go.
All right. So that's our improvised cover that you guys are hiding behind.
I think we would have still had torches out. I don't know if that's a pain in the ass for you to turn off.
Boom.
Oh, sweet.
Perfect.
And I will be like, kind of like in the dark, kind of like, well, we have dark vision. Never mind. We can see each other. But I'm still like kind of holding up a palm full of light cantrip cast on my hand.
Remember, is Barnabas human?
Barnabas is
is a
human.
human.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he would have trouble seeing.
He doesn't have pupils. He's developed undersight.
Oh, I missed that. Oh God. Okay.
I was gonna say, for someone who's lived their whole life down here, like me,
Yeah.
I feel like
He was
probably would have
this place.
born in the dark. Bold and dying.
So I've been thinking, when we work our way back, if we're gonna go back to Darkness Your base, we're not gonna need this boat. So I'm wondering if we could trade it to get Barnabas's partner with the dwarves.
I would love that. I don't know if that, God, would I know if that dwarven, the slave trade that we were at, do you know, would they have like the place that the way that we didn't go, is there like a place to trade with the water there? They have to get their supplies there from the water somehow, I imagine, or is it more like a road?
The slave place?
Yeah,
It'd be a road. They're
road,
like,
okay, cool.
yeah, it's adjacent to not Undraka, Dracolor, the Elven city.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't think there's a way to, unless we tell them we have a boat and then they come and check that we have a boat. Feels like it'd be a long process, but it's up to you. I'm sure we get good cash for it.
I'm trying to think of like what we can do with it, because we're gonna have to leave it behind eventually.
You don't think we can? Jokingly, you don't think we could shove the whole thing into the cloak?
Maybe not, but I wonder if we can fit a cannon or two in.
Darkness will chop.
The cannons are a size that they could fit in the cloak. Yeah.
It takes some cannon ammunition. Sure.
You never know when we'll need a cannon.
I can think of a lot of times where we could use a cannon.
I can too.
We could load them all before.
You don't.
Them in the cloak.
You don't think? You don't think we can get out with this new kind of teleportation thing we've stumbled across?
So if your wizard friend or business
Yue.
partner, yeah, I don't know your relationship with him, but if he made that circle, there might be a way for us to use that circle. The problem is we don't know what the other side is. We know the circle where you are. We know where that goes.
Yeah, that's
What
kind
color
of a
was
gamble.
that circle?
The one that you saw with the spectacles, or the one that Yue has?
The one that we came in.
So the one that you came to Andraka in from the surface was purple, and you came out at a green one.
Okay.
So
Yeah, the portal that they saw in the spectacles will just take us somewhere else in Andraka.
Well, we don't know if we can use the key, and we don't know where it leads. So yeah,
But we know
it's a
it
lot of
leads-
question marks.
We know for sure it leads somewhere in Andraka.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Cause it's like realm.
Yes,
I see. The colors are like realm related.
From
I
the
see.
portals book I read, red means Hades, green is the material realm
see.
Mavanuk, purple is Undraka.
Oh, okay. So 100% that I don't think that portal is going to be useful for us unless that
blue
takes us.
was the celestial plane and then gold was Asgard.
I think that. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that portal is going to be very useful to us. Even the only way it'd be useful is if it takes us so close to Vecna's temple that we can just hop skip right over to the other portal.
You've only
think
seen
that-
one circle in your home, right? You haven't seen multiple.
I believe so. God, I think it's only one. Like
Yeah.
from what I remember, the layout of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if the portal took us closer to the base, though?
I mean, my guess is that takes someone to the Elven City, but it could be anywhere.
You think that could have been at the boat launch?
I think it's at Ruined Insights. It could be at the boat gate, like in a back room. So they like use portals from the boat gate to the Elven City. Wait, when did Bard say they used the site? Like as soon as we were on the boat? After Blue Fire?
Yeah, it was after Blue Fire that Bard used it.
24 hours. So it was
48, yeah.
And we had rested at the little island outside of Place of Living. We went to Place of Living, then we traveled all the way to Felthakar, and then we went to Blue Fire. So I think it would have been somewhere from Place of Living to Blue Fire. Which means it's
So the from the time that she looked through the spectacles, being at the Kuatoan village was less than 24 hours ago. So it was somewhere before you arrived at the Kuatoan village.
Knowing our luck, it's in Draklor, and we don't want to be anywhere near there.
Yeah. Oh. Before we arrived at Inside Safe?
No. Before you arrived at the
Place of Living.
Yeah, Place of Living, the Kuatoan village with the Deep Father or Sea Mother thing. going on.
Oh, it was before that. So it was from Felthakar to there.
Yeah. So the places you would pass would have been Felthakar, the like northern route, the island that you guys slept on and fought cloakers, the boat gate, and a little bit before that.
Oh god. Yeah, I mean that's like all of the left side of the Dark Lake. That's everything almost. I think still if we really wanted to if we really wanted to check that out, our best bet is to check out Ruined Insights. Or it could be at Boat Gate and it's just an elven portal.
When they get back on, are we going to Ruined Insights or are we leaving?
If we leave, then our best bet with the boat to get the most mileage is we have to get through Boat Gate and we have to go back the same way we came because now we have oars that we can row. If we go to East Mean City, we're gonna have to leave the boat in the Dwarven City and then we're back to square one. I think now that we have the boat,
Boat Gate, though.
we put on the sacks. I think that it's horrible and it sounds not good, but we pretend we're Kip's slaves and Kip disguises himself. It is, if you think about it, it's our best plan.
Does whatever they did to the boat that showed us
Fire.
Does that show people in disguise?
Does Fairy Flower outline clothing or does it outline the person's like actual anatomy?
So I don't think it's even that defined of an outline.
It's
it
more
should
like
just
a glow.
be just a loose like aura, and it like basically like a creature. If a creature's invisible, the creature will still be invisible, but it won't mechanically count for combat because you can see its aura.
Okay.
Right. So I don't think they can like just see through our disguise. They'd have to like talk with us.
Okay.
And
Depend on how paranoid they are, because if like
they
if
could
they're
check our boat
pissed,
first.
right.
Yeah. I mean it's our best bet, but it's also really dangerous. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing: we could go under deck. Barnabas and no, they know Grog. Who's on the main boat proper? Because I was underwater at the
Bard
gate.
and Grogmere.
And Lily.
Okay, so they can't see Grogmere because they'll know he's with us.
Yeah, he needs a disguise, or he needs to go under deck.
And they know you, obviously, Darkness, so you'll be under deck.
Yeah. Or disguised.
So if Barnabas, Sin, and myself are rowing, Kip or Bard could be in disguise and pretend to be the person. Actually, now that I think about it, are there markings on this boat signifying that it's an English military boat?
No.
There's no markings.
No, okay. Perfect. Okay, then yeah, as long
We're
as
just a
some people
slave
are
trade.
rowing,
He can disguise himself as a dwarf and say that we're a slave trade. Hell, he could disguise himself as the dwarf that we saw.
But here's the problem: is it has to be Bard because Bard speaks Dwarvish. Kip doesn't, to my knowledge.
I don't. Do you know? I guess we have to ask them. But do you think Kip can cast disguise? It's disguise self. It's not disguise others. I don't know.
I don't think any of
I've
us have
seen
a
Bard
disguise kit.
do magic.
Okay, maybe Bard can disguise themselves.
I know Bard has access to it. I just don't think it's on the prepared list right now.
Ah, okay. We can take note of that.
Well, I can only switch one spell out per
Oh, really?
level. Yeah.
Per level?
Oh.
I'll
Per
just whisper,
level.
"Hey Bard, we're thinking about the gate. Can you disguise yourself?"
Are you actually talking to me on the
I'm whispering on the sending stone.
God.
I see dice rolling.
Where am I right now?
You're hidden
You
in front of
were
the
about
door.
to mage hand the door open to the kitchen.
What does emergency only mean to you?
I'm face silent and put the stone away.
I
I
turned
think
around.
the
What
mission's
happened?
going well, guys. I think they're doing fine.
Oh no.
Loading.
Also, I think before I put it away, I'm gonna say, like, this is a mostly, like, dwarven bar. I think that it would probably be safe if you came here. Just, like, pretend not to know us or whatever.
So
But also do what you want. And also don't contact me again unless it's emergency. Bye!
So that exchange happens very quietly behind this door right before you mage hand it open.
I really
so
like this music.
It's from Divinity Original Sin, I think.
Yes, it is.
So this door creeps open and miraculously does not have squeaky hinges. Nobody inside the kitchen notices you, or
Wow.
notices the door opening.
Great.
And you see the like purple skinned elf or a goblin that brought out the food earlier. He's like, it looks like he's frying rats.
Nice.
And there's a very familiar, regular green colored goblin with shackles around his ankles chopping squid. This is Hurley.
Oh,
Yeah.
no
Where?
way.
Like,
This was the goblin from Vovor's cave before you were in part of Vovor's cave, where you convinced him to go back to his king, thinking basically that he had done a good thing, even though he gave you all of his stuff and let you go. Yeah, so he's ended up here somehow.
No
what would you like to do,
way.
Bard?
Oh god. Do I like feel bad? Did we lie to him? Or I'm trying to remember the like
told him to
There were-
cooperate or die.
Yeah,
mm,
he was. There were some
Okay,
intimidation
he
rolls.
trying
going
to kill us?
on. So he was guarding some treasure that they had collected. Basically, the cave that they were in was a little goblin outpost that does raids on passing like caravans of shipments and stuff.
They were
Oh
part of
my
the
God,
group
that's
that we
right.
just destroyed on
Wow.
the highway.
Yeah, those were his friends.
Oh, I remember that now.
So he was
Okay.
really, really unintelligent and very, very easy to intimidate. Because you
Yep.
convinced him basically to go back to his king and confess a bunch of terrible things.
How does he look now?
He's in shackles, and he's got a little bit of blood trickling down from his forehead, a small cut,
Excellent.
and there's like broken glass around his feet too.
Yikes.
Really shaping up. Boy, go Hurley.
What? All right. I'm gonna not do anything right now. I'm gonna look around in the full kitchen and see if there's any, like, I don't know, something suspicious. I'm gonna look for hidden doors.
Yeah,
as always.
Roll investigation.
All right. That's a natural one.
Nice. Yeah, you're not able to find any hidden doors. And pretty much everything back here is like squid and various other crustaceous seafood, as well as some fungi. It really stinks, and there's cockroaches crawling all over the floor.
Ooh, lovely.
Lovely.
Kip, the old dwarf you were following disappeared down this hallway. What would you like to do?
I think I'm getting cold feet on this plan, following this old dude to watch him pee. Kip's actually gonna turn around and go back to his seat and be like, no, if he was my dad, he would know. I mean, I made it super obvious, right? I'm not being paranoid. Why? And he's gonna kind of be like muttering to himself and then just start eating his squid, waiting for him to return. And hopefully, like, if he can catch his eye and have that like moment that he did on the bow as he was looking at him, see if that spark is there, and the old dude comes back and sits down.
Okay. Couple of minutes pass, and eventually this old dude does come hobbling back out. Goes to make his take his seat, and as he does kind of like glance over at you with a peculiar look.
Peculiar how? Wow, that was rough. How? Like
inquisitive and maybe a little bit slighted.
YOLO.
Can
Kip's gonna grab his plate of food and walk up to him and say in Elvish, no, he's a dwarf, isn't he?
He is
Dang
dwarf.
it. Okay, in that case, in common, be like, is that seat taken? And gesture to the one opposite him.
The dwarf's gonna be like, oh, no, I always enjoy some company. Take a seat. Not used to seeing elves around here.
No, I'm on a scouting mission, and it's been a long journey.
Oh, sure. If you'll excuse me, my old bladder doesn't hold very much. I'll be right back. And you swear he kind of like winks at you as he walks by.
God damn it! Freaking, I'm gonna walk to the. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go to the old man again. Gonna follow him and be like, why is he being so cryptic? Yeah, I'm gonna follow him all the way. See if he can.
As you walk down this hallway, the moment you cross the threshold into the connecting corridors, you feel a very, very strong hand grip your shoulder and yank you into the stall.
Oh, great. Am I about to get molested by this old dwarf?
And he's gonna respond now in a different voice and be like, that wasn't very conspicuous. Could have done that a lot better.
I tried to make eye contact with you, and you didn't, give me the look or anything.
I saw you. I gave you the cue. How obvious do you want me to be?
Apparently a little more obvious, Dad. Jeez.
Kind of like stops with that. And you'll see like his skin start to like warp, and almost like his old baggy skin is being like blown with like a leaf blower on his face. His form starts to change. He gets a little bit taller and returns to his normal form. The very last thing that happens is just a giant of red hair on the top of his head.
Yeah, Kip kind of just blinks a couple times. Is it pretty obvious that like I'm his son? Like, do we look pretty doggone alike?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. Kip's honestly gonna smile and be like, "Wow, it's kind of crazy to see myself in someone like you." Kip's gonna do the same. He's gonna kind of morph a little bit into himself again.
You're gonna see him just like smile a little bit as you turn back into yourself. Be like, yeah, you know, to be honest, I never thought I was gonna meet any of my children, let alone 2 of them.
Yeah. Sorry I didn't make that obvious at first. I kind of had a lot going on, you know.
He's like, that's all right. He like he chucks you on the shoulder. He's like, your sister seems to have some initiative of her own. Where is she?
I think she's currently exploring the other rooms in this place. I don't exactly know where she is, but I imagine she'll be back soon.
Bard, he messages you. Says, where are you?
Kitchen.
Yeah, Jin.
He's like, well, get your snack and meet us in the bathrooms.
I don't get a snack, and I go straight to the bathrooms.
So they wouldn't see you approach, but after just a few moments, you're here.
Wow, guys, really going under the radar here.
Like what? Oh, you're invisible. That's
Yeah,
really
by the way,
smart.
she can go invisible.
Like that's really
He
smart.
knows.
I probably would have done that if I didn't need you guys to be able to find me.
Yeah. I accidentally gave up my invisibility recently, so anyway.
Yeah, anyway, I'm sure you guys have a lot of like questions for me and stuff. But actually we have some really important business we need to take care of before we can maybe get to know each other.
What?
You guys took a very important book, and I am going to need that back.
What are you trying to do with it?
Well, I guess what are you trying to do with it?
I mean, you did
I
kind of
asked
see
you
it.
first.
Oh,
I mean, it's pretty suspicious. You know, working for Adrax and everything with a lich book. That's going to be pretty high. That's going to be a 25. 20? Yeah, 25.
Wow.
Well, okay, I know how it looks, and I guess I'd need to explain a lot in order to make this look a lot better. But I don't want Adrax to become a lich, and if I'm found out and he knows that I let the book get away, then I'll be killed, and I won't be able to stop him from becoming a lich.
You're trying to stop him
Without
from
the
being a
book.
lich?
Well,
But without the book, he wouldn't be able to become a lich, right?
yeah, but he could get the book back. But if I have the book, then I can defend it.
What do you mean he can get the book back? Like, he knows where it is? Or...
Well, he could find it and then, like, kill whoever has it.
Oh. Guess he... Oh, shoot, he probably has the same spells that we do, like, locate object and figure out where it is, I assume?
Well,
Yeah, except he's also basically a god, so...
Clefford actually scoffs at this and says, Adrax is no god.
But he has the powers of one, as he's stolen them from a god.
Gee, I think it's a couple gods now.
Clefford nods and is like, yes, Adrax wields really immense power, but he's not divine, and he can certainly die by normal means.
He really does want to become a lich then, right?
His expression lowers even further, and he's like, not just a lich. Adrax wants to become a god.
And do you think he can actually achieve that? I mean, you've seen him for however long.
Clifford shakes his head no, and says, "No, I don't believe Adrax will become a god, but I do believe in his mission to restore the elven place on the surface world."
We can talk about that later. Why are you working for him? I mean, why?
Well, you see, I do believe in his mission to restore the elves' place on the surface world. I didn't start having second thoughts about Adrax until he turned everyone against Shanti. I've continued to worship her in secret, as well as some of my other friends. And we want to restore our place on the surface world with Shanti, not Adrax.
So
Smiles and
you're cool with him restoring your place in the world by turning cities undead?
Well, that wasn't really part of the deal at first. Adrax is kind of a moving goalpost.
yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Do you know if there's any way to like reverse what he's doing by chance?
Again, he shakes his head and he's like, not specifically. I mean, there are things like wish spells that could if you had enough power.
Okay, well, maybe you could let us in on some secrets. Do you know how he's doing this stuff with like completely encapsulating cities?
Well, kind of. See, it's not actually him that's doing it. It's something that he's kind of working with.
Does it happen to be Dumbledore?
Who?
Dumbledore, the purple wizard, you know, really creepy weird guy that has the funky accent.
Clifford looks at you a bit confused, and he's like, I don't know any purple wizards.
Do you know of the power cubes?
He looks at you and he's like, I've seen them. I don't know what they are. We've just started getting them recently.
They're the souls of
Expression.
young mages with innate power. Kip,
Kip kind of goes dark
It
at this
could've been.
and looks down.
Oh, that's some pretty dark stuff, even for Adrax. But Adrax isn't doing that, right?
well,
Pretty
him,
sure he is.
he's not doing it directly, but he is directly benefiting from it being done.
Just
I
so you
assume
know,
somehow.
I'll have to look into that a little bit more. These power cubes.
yeah.
But anyway, do you guys have the book?
Well,
Uh,
Bart
no.
didn't really. I mean, technically yes, but no, not with us.
Like what do you mean?
Well, it's in a safe
I mean-
location, and Kip kind of looks at Bard, side glance.
And he's like, gotcha. Bag of holding. Just take it out. I really need to get it back.
We don't have it here.
He just like scowls. It's like, well, okay, but if we're found out, then like me and potentially a bunch of other people who also worship Shanti could be in really big trouble, and an entire like inside behind enemy lines asset would be just wiped out. So you guys might want to give me the book.
Kip looks at Bard and is like, "You do know that, I mean, if we can locate an object, I'm sure a literal semi-god can do the same. We're probably putting
I
ourselves in
know.
literally the crosshairs of whatever's going on here."
I know that, but I don't know how we're going to convince darkness.
Clifford's like, look, so the plan basically is to make sure that Adrax doesn't get the skulls, because the book is pretty much useless without them. And as far as he knows, he has the book, and if that changes, he's going to be really upset.
Can I, like, roll insight?
Yeah.
Ugh. Don't fuck me up on this one. Okay. That's going to be a 19.
He seems truthful and sincere.
Okay. We're trying to free Shanti right now. That's why we're here in Undraka. She's been cursed. And we're trying to lift that curse.
Like, yeah, I know. When Atrax cast that curse and turned everybody against Shanti, like I said, that's when I started having second thoughts about him. And I know that he was doing that to Shanti because she had a child with a human, and I think I'm like Shanti. I don't resent the humans like the rest of the elves.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be pretty clear based on our existence.
It's like, oh, yeah, I guess that would be.
Okay.
Just so you know, we kind of have a little bit of an aligned mission, if you will. And Kip looks at Bard and is like, we actually know who the daughter is of Shanti's.
He's like, I was actually going to ask about that. I figured it was a long shot, but I heard some reports that the daughter of Shanti might be in Undraka, and then you two showed up, so, things work weird sometimes.
Kind of weird how fates align
Yeah.
like that, huh?
How did you hear that?
Is she here? And he's like, he also explains that a gate on the Dark Lake was attacked recently, and somebody was spotted that appears to be matches the description that would fit Lily.
Oh.
Including this being the
Yeah,
sand
that
crab
was
and
us.
flipping them off.
Sorry, what was that, Corwell?
I was saying, including her being a sand crab and giving a rude gesture.
Yeah, they would know that was her. Because they would see her human form before she got stuck in the ball thing.
True. All right, well,
So I think Bard told people on the boat that it was a primarily dwarven tavern. People out on the water, what are you guys doing?
We don't see any other ships coming in, right? It's pretty quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I look down at the sending stone. Well, she said not to use this, so we can either keep waiting for them. She said it's like a dwarven bar thing.
Well, then, do we really need to use it for emergencies? It's just a dwarven bar. Why would?
Look, she was really upset with me, so Darkness, if you want to use it, I outstretch my hand. Feel free, but I'm not going to take the brunt to that again.
Darkness looks sad and depressed and says, "No, I don't want to get yelled at."
Grogmare's gonna pipe up and be like, "Hey, can I have some of the food here, or can we go in? I'm hungry."
Squid, right?
Yeah, you like squid, Grabmare?
He kind of shrugs and he's like, "It's got blood, right?"
Sure.
Sure.
And Grogmare nods. He's like, "Yeah."
I mean,
Yeah, we have that crate, don't we?
crate?
Yeah,
There
don't we
was-
have like bread and then like a squid thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were squidlets.
Oh
and
yeah,
bread.
that's right. Yeah, eat some squidlets, Grogmare.
So he's actually gonna go over and first take a couple moments and kind of like inspect the elven bread. He's gonna give it a sniff and then just recoil from it, absolutely repulsed.
When you close, I'm gonna take a loaf just for myself.
So this is, it smells and tastes sweet. It's got like a hint of cinnamon to it. When you slice it, there's a spiral down the middle that's like a sweet nut and
Cinnamon
honey
roll.
paste.
I take my
Oh.
hand in the middle and tear it out.
And Grogmere will just start like munching on the squidlets like they're popcorn.
I haven't had this in forever. And Darkness will take a loaf and nibble into it.
Nice.
Barnabas, you should eat if you haven't.
Barnabas will quietly come over, take a loaf for himself, and then be like, Grogmere, could I borrow your dagger? And while he's like chewing, Grogmere just holds it out to him. Barnabas will take it and then very, very nicely just start slicing the loaf.
I mean, if they didn't tell us to come in, I'd like to keep the book out here. I don't think I should go in.
I'll just take a loaf and sit at an oar to go.
I'm gonna walk over to Barnabas and kind of like ask, like, "Hey, you said you were a tinkerer, right? Do you know any magic, or are you mostly good at like machinery?"
Like, no, I don't know any magic, at least not innately. I know how to brew a few potions, and I can brew almost any kind of alcohol you can think of.
Hmm. Okay. And he'll kind of like slump over. I no, I'm not gonna use it yet. I'm not gonna use it yet. Actually, I'm gonna ask Corval. Hey, Corval.
Yeah.
You're a paladin, right?
Yes, I am.
I've been cursed with the light and I'm kind of a cleric. I'd never have done this before, but have you ever cast divination before?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a cleric only spell, but he's just like asking because he thinks he knows it. Well,
No,
I
I'm
think
not super powerful in terms of magic, even divine. My
Oh.
sword hits pretty hard, though.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering because I think I can speak with Vecna, and I'm wondering if that's a good idea.
I mean, Vecna's missing an eye and an arm, but maybe the mouth works? I don't know how gods work.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I'm trying to think of something I can ask them. I think it needs to be something good.
Where are you is a pretty good question.
You think?
Well, because you're going to have to, like, retrieve whatever prison Vecna's in, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking that's pretty hard. I'm thinking there might be another way to free her. But it has to be a single question with a specific goal or event, an activity to occur within 7 days. So I guess I could ask, where are you? That's an event that should technically last forever, since you said that you saw them, or I guess, was it who saw that? Someone saw them in like a giant crystal,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna like prepare the stuff to cast. I'm not gonna cast it yet, but I want like we can go back to them in the bar. But I'm gonna prepare the stuff to cast divination as a ritual.
Sure.
I'm going to observe, and like, if Darkness needs any assistance setting stuff, I'll be there to help.
Sweet. Sin, do you want to do anything?
I will just sit down, pull out my dragon book, and just try to see if the book itself can. I guess I'm gonna try to like see if I can start learning Draconic from the book.
Okay.
And then on my way, I'll just grab a squillet and throw it at the axe beak to try and have it catch.
I hope it just hits it in the face.
Should I roll like a
Yeah.
dex?
Yeah.
All right. 17.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah, definitely catches it.
it's not completely stupid.
I sent you a thing. Sid.
Well, it is completely stupid, but it isn't completely like physically
Food. Yeah.
stupid.
It was pretty useless when I was being dragged behind by the boat.
You try not having arms.
Can I keep
Nah.
reading that?
Yeah.
I'll just go through the whole chapter. As a player, it's characters.
Yeah, that should be horrifying.
On the Doomsday event.
We'll hop back inside.
Oh no.
Don't say that.
Haha.
You could inquire further about what was mentioned before if you want.
Oh, I'm Finn is reading this entire chapter front to back. Without a doubt now.
Back to the bathroom. Where were we? Clifford was asking for the book. He really wants it.
Yeah, Bard, I think we might
Okay.
need to do some convincing with darkness, because it does kind of seem foolish to take a book, a literal god, almost literal god.
Clifford, do you want to come with us back to our ship? Well, you know, your ship that we took, which I appreciate you allowing us to take it, you know.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Thanks for that, you know.
Like, oh, yeah, well, I wasn't gonna, like, meet my kids while I watched them die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad that I, like, realized who you were before things got too intense there.
Yeah, sorry for almost killing you, by the way, as well.
It's
It
kind of
wasn't
like-
really me, you know.
He, like,
Everyone else.
He shakes his head and he's like, "Oh, that's all right."
Yeah, you seem pretty tanky, you know, kind of like me, like kind of sturdy.
He just pats the slight bit of pudge that he has on his belly.
I'm sorry. I was listening in on what was happening, you know, in the aftermath. What did you do? What did you mean when you said wipe them?
Oh, well, see, there's these, like, there's sort of like artifacts or devices. We have, like, a special orb that will just erase your memories. So everyone who was there, they don't really think anything happened. And they think the book is still there, which we can keep up for a little while, but eventually someone's gonna check.
I see.
Uh,
Wow. That's super cool though. You do that orb specifically is also used to take young mages' souls. Just so
Oh.
you know.
Yeah, well, you know, powerful things can be used for good and evil most of the time.
Kip smiles and looks
Okay.
at Bard.
That was never in debate, Kip. All right, well, maybe you guys put your disguises back on and let's go.
Yeah, you want to come back to our ship, Dad?
Yeah, well, if the book is there and we need to talk to somebody to get it from them, then yeah, let's go to your ship.
Okay.
He
Okay.
casts
Oh,
all himself
also,
on himself.
you
and
heard of
turns
the
himself.
Raven guy?
It's like, the who?
It's like a mage with a raven. He just like stepped out of a big red door in the middle of our ship and took one of our friends. Well, I mean, not took her. She consented to go, I suppose, but
Well, I've seen a lot of pretty weird and crazy things in the world, both on the surface and down here, but I've never seen any Raven guy.
okay. Also, do you know where a portal back to the material plane is?
Well, yes, or at least I know where one could be turned on.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk on the ship.
Okay.
Can I, like, make a perception check to see if anybody was listening to us?
Yes.
13.
Yeah, you don't see, like, you look up and down the hallways and everything looks clear.
Okay.
All right.
There's druids disguised as rats in the pipes. They're
God
listening to
damn
everything.
it.
So you guys are heading back out and gonna row the little dinghy out to the main boat with everybody.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That
So
I
to-
think I do also need to go.
Dang,
My
Yeah,
time
We're at
is
a good
now.
spot.
that is a good spot.
Yeah.
I'm excited though. Dang, Darkness would have been this whole time been carving like out of the bones that weren't used by Grogmare. He would have been carving like little uh like scarab out of bone.
Nice. So it'd be like a real tiny scarab then.
I mean, if there's not like a big bone, then he needs to like get a rock and he'll carve it out of a rock. Just like a hand, like size of a palm.
Like palm size.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 of them. Yeah.
I think like the chunk of hip, like the piece that would attach to the hip that Grogmar left on the deck of the boat would probably work.
Yeah.
Right. That'll be the session then. This is it's unfolding.
Getting interesting.
Ah, no kidding.
I love this.
It's kind of all unraveling.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It is.
Lots of different pieces connecting.
For real though.
It's awesome. Oh, and imagine he knows how to, if a portal can be like changed to set like its course to the material plane, and we actually find, oh, we don't have to travel all the way back. A whole like 5
Convenient.
sessions to get back.
Yeah, that could really advance your guys' timeline for getting back to the surface.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, Darkness hasn't been there, but
Yeah.
he's excited.
So how's the Clefford RP? So I'm doing my best, Kip.
It's
That's pretty good, yeah. It's a solid 8 out of 10.
I liked the it can be used for good and evil.
Yeah.
It's literally
Right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Somehow fitting that the family reunion is in a bathroom. It's just
Yeah.
Very true. But
in
a
a
nice
nasty-
bathroom. The nicest bathroom I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Seriously.
At least in terms of the amenities, yeah. Actual plumbing.
It's amazing what dead children will get you.
Yeah.